Here we go. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it and let's go. I hope you bought your oven mitts, baby. I hope you bought your oven mitts. Now, if you just rolling in, I wrote in the comments a little bit earlier that I wanted to start this one at 9:20. I wanted a few more people to roll in for this one, baby. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We got a lot to talk about, baby. We got a whole lot to talk about. So I hope you bought your oven mitts, baby. It's about to get hot in the kitchen. Ooh. I hope you can hear me now, baby. Bolivia is in the building. I think that's a new one. I think that's a new one. H-Town is in the building. Okay, you can hear me good? All right, so mic check, 1 2 1 2. You already know this is not financial advice. We already know where you're going, baby. You going to the promised land, but first, you gotta let me know where you from, baby. Let me know where you from in the comments below. Now, let's start it. We got Tennessee in the building. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I see you. We got LA in the building. I see you. Bolivia gang, I see you, baby. Ireland in the building. Ireland in the building. We got Brooklyn in the building, baby. H-Town is in the building. Oxford, Duval, stay in the building. Let's go. Carolina, rep where you from, baby. Let us know where you from. We got Jacksonville in the building. We got Seattle in the building. Somebody said Cuba is in the building. I see you. I see you. We got Buffalo, Chicago. Oh yeah. Somebody said South Korea is in the building. Japan is in the building. I see you, baby. Jamaica, Maryland, Indiana, Alabama. Let's go. We got Denver, Colorado is in the building. Jersey is in the building. New York, we got upstate New York. We got Mississippi, Maryland. I see you. Harlem is in the building. I think that's a new one too, baby. We got New Mexico in the building. That's definitely a new one. Toronto in the building. We got Massachusetts in the building. Oh yeah, the family is all over the world, baby. Houston, everybody in the building. Haiti, Wisconsin. I see you. I see you. Let us know where you from, baby. Let us know where you from. And while you doing that, Puerto Rico is in the building. I see you. Let us know where you from. Now, while you doing that, baby, I just need to know this. I just need to know this. Are you following me on Twitter? Take a look at the bottom of the screen. Take a look. You see my Twitter, my Instagram too, and my Twitter. I just recently posted on Twitter, family, a video that I want you to see. A video that I want you to see. I've been telling you time and time again that what you're experiencing right now, is a psyop. I've been telling you this time and time again. Now, I want you to go follow me on Twitter and see the proof for yourself. What is a psyop? A psychological operation? A psyop is basically this: to convey selected indicators and information to audiences to influence emotions, objective reasoning, and ultimately behavior. They're trying to influence your behavior. Now, you know what? Straight from the horse's mouth. Straight from the horse's mouth. What is the claim? The claim is that this is not a psychological operation. But guess what? You already know what time it is with Keen and Grace, baby. We keep receipts, baby. We got the receipts. This is the proof. And this is straight from the horse's mouth. This is Ken Griffin, who is the head of Citadel. Straight from the horse's mouth, baby. So follow your boy on Twitter and make sure that you go and you make sure you see this video, family. You got to see it because I'm telling you this. Straight from the horse's mouth. Now, let's get it. You already know what time it is, baby. Let us know where you from in the comments. Let us know where you from in the comments. My guy John, he said New York is in the building. Much love, John. Much love. He said he about to grab another 100. Listen, we holding strong, baby. I'm holding for you. Just know that. And I want to appreciate my guy Jesus. Shout out to you for the super chat sticker, big dog. That's love. That's love. Now, somebody said this. Texas is in the building. I see you. I see you. Puerto Rico is in the building. AMC. Let's get it. Let's get it. Somebody said let's watch it. Follow me on Twitter and go and watch it. Follow me on Twitter and go and watch it. I currently don't have it so you can hear my audio on my screen. I don't know how to do that yet. I'll get somebody to help me with that in the Discord, perhaps. Let's get it. Let's get it. Right, somebody in the comments just said Haiti is in the building. Sweden is in the building. Much love. Iraq, I see you, baby. California in the building. Sydney, Australia is in the building. Let's go. Let's get it in. Let's go, baby. You already know what time it is. Somebody said, appreciate you. He said, always love the energy. Much love. That's love, baby. That's love. He said, he get gassed every time you see me. Discord family is in the building. And shout out to New York. Shout out to New York, baby. It's time. It's time. Somebody said, Los Angeles again is in the building. Somebody said they from Queens in the building. I see you. I see you. Somebody said Arizona is in the building. What is this? Marika Pope? I never heard of that, big dog, but shout out to that. Shout out to that. Chicago is in the building. Nicaragua is in the building. Let's get it. Let's get it and let's go. Now, all right, family. I hope you're ready, and I hope you bought your oven mitts, baby. You know what? Virgin Islands, shout out to you. Sweden, shout out to you. It's time to take that idiot hat off. It's time to take that idiot hat off. What I want you to see... Excuse me, I gotta blow my nose. man, whenever I see these short sellers, man, I'm telling you, it's literally a reaction that I get to these short sellers that's shorting AMC. North Carolina in the building. I'm allergic, family. I'm allergic. If you allergic too, let me know in the comments. But Mexico in the building. Sweden is in the building. We got, all right, I see you, Washington. I see you. Let's talk about it, baby. Let's get straight to the facts like we always do. First thing I want you to see is this. So, somebody asked me over on a Discord. And they asked me this, and I'm going to show you right now. Take a look at this. Somebody asked me over on a Discord, and my guy, he said this, and I blocked his name out. And he said this. He said, hey, Keenan. Oh, he set this up, so I can't block it out. He said, it's Jay from the Discord. And he said, I just want to know, why did you like the BNGO put on the Discord? He said, what do you look for in a put? He's trying to learn because he wants to learn how to fish. Because they say if you give a man a fish, what'll happen is they'll eat for a day. But if you teach them how to fish, they'll eat for a lifetime. So now, Jay, this is for you and this is for everybody else. And I explained it briefly, right? So usually when you're with us, and when we're talking about family, those of us who don't understand, we're going to talk about first, we're going to get to AMC and everything like that. But what we're going to get to first is this. We're going to talk about how to make money when the stock market is going down. This is what I want you to know. Shout out to Lisa Joy, and I see you, baby. Now, let's get it. Now, I want you to know how to make money when the stocks is going down. Most people, when the stock market is coming down, they losing everything and they're crying. But guess what, family? You're about to learn how to make money when the stock market is coming down. So take a look at this. You got to be able to recognize a few things. Shout out to Jay on the Discord. Shout out to the whole Discord family. If you're trying to get into the Discord right now, again, you already know. I'll let you in, or I'll help you to get in. You can get in on your own, but I'm all live right now, but you know I got you when I get off. So, all right, take a look at this. This is bio-nanogenomics. Now, why did Jay even ask me about this at all? So yesterday, people on the Discord, the family, and I got like all kind of messages like from June and all kind of things like that, but they always ask me, Keenan, can we get some cheaper options so that we can scale up, right? Any cheap options. Like I get this message sometimes because we do option plays over on the Discord. So now take a look at this. Bio-nanogenomics was a cheaper option. So now, what does that mean? This means that you could pick up contracts for like $30 and you could go pick up 100 of them or pick up a few of them, so on and so forth. Now, take a look at this. We picked up one, and this one costs, what, $124, made a quick 20% on it. You could have picked up 40 of them. You could have picked up 50 of them, but it gives you the chance to scale. It gives you the chance to scale when you make or buy a short or a smaller option. Now, 20%, quick flip. And my guy asked me this, and shout out to the Discord, because guess what? Most people yesterday, they weren't making 20% on whatever they invested in. They were losing money, but shout out to the Discord family. We were making money over on the Discord. Why? Because we know how to make money when the stocks come down. We know how to make money when the stocks come down. Again, shout out to the Discord family. Now, let me show you how we doing that. If you just getting in, you got to let us know where you're from. I already know. So now, take a look at this. Bio-nanogenomics. Do you know how generally we look for support lines so we can load up? Shout out to you for joining the family, baby. Appreciate you. Now, take a look at this. We generally look for support lines for the stocks to bounce off of the support, right? These three key levels right here. Let me minimize this a little bit so you can see a little bit better. So, bio-nanogenomics. Look at this. It bounces off, and now you look at this like a support line where you want it to like bounce off. Look at this. It bounced off of it. It bounced off of it. But then, look at 550. It bounced off it somewhat. Confirmation here, it bounced off of it. Okay, look at this, 450, 550, 450, it bounces off it. When you see these support lines, you gotta flip your brain, family, and start to look at it as if it's a resistance line. If it breaks through the support, it becomes a resistance line. So then you wanna load up on puts. Make sure you know what you're doing, but you wanna load up on puts under when it falls through the support, because then you headed to the next one, but you can make money on the way down. You can make money on the way down to like 550 or so. So then boom, you can load up and make money like that. So now, this is how you make money on the way down. You got to know what you're doing. So now, again, like I just told you, most people was losing money yesterday, but shout out to the Discord family. We just loaded up, made 20% on that, easy, quick. So this is how you do it. Imagine, and again, and I told you this 100 times, let's say that we wanted to buy a car. Let's say that we wanted to buy a Tesla price for the Model 3. Let's say we wanted to buy a Model 3, right? So the Model 3 is $49,000, right? But we know when you buy a car, or it's $39,000, when you buy a car, as soon as you drive off the lot, family, it's gonna lose value. As soon as you drive off the lot, it loses value. But imagine that I'm right there with you. Keenan, I'm right there with you. You buying a car from the dealership, I'm right there with you, and I got a contract. I write up a contract that says I could sell you this car for $39,000. At this current point, who cares about this contract? The car is $39,000 from a dealer. Why do you care about this contract, baby? I'll tell you why you care. Because when the car goes off of the lot, and it loses all of this value, guess what? I still got a contract saying I can sell it to you for the original price. So when the stock comes down and then you have a contract that says you could sell it for the original price, boom, you make money. You make money on the way down, baby. So if the car go down to 40,000, guess what? Or it go down to 30,000, 20,000, you still got a contract that says you could sell it for 39,000. So then you making all of this money on that, baby. You can make all of this money on that. So somebody said Teslas don't lose value. Teslas don't lose value as quick as other cars do. But generally, if it's not a collector's item, you could count on cars losing value over time. And here's the simplest example of that, big dog. Take a look at this. If you could go and buy a Tesla, and you know that there's two Teslas, right? Two exact same car, two Teslas. This one, somebody got in it and drove it. But this one, nobody ever drove it. They're the same car. Which one do you want? The one that somebody got in and drove off the lot, or this one that nobody ever touched but you? You gonna pay the same price for this? No, you're not. That's how things lose value. Come on now. Somebody said the analogy king. That's right. And yes, Teslas lose value. Yes, they do. You might get into Elon Musk's specific Tesla that he was in, and then that might gain value because it's him. But again, let's go take a look at none other than AMC Entertainment, ticker symbol AMC, and let's see how we doing, baby. Oh, look at this. On the 30-minute, let's look at the 5-minute. I seen some tears in the chat too, baby. And shout out to everybody who knows how to make money now on the way down, baby. I seen some tears in the chat, and look at that. Bow. Rush. Look at that rush. Shout out to everybody that sold it low. Shout out to y'all. And again, I tell you time and time again, don't invest money into things that you don't believe in and don't understand, because you already know what happens. If you don't believe in it and you don't understand it, you're going to cry when it comes down, and you're going to sell low, and you already know you're going to be right back here crying up. Look, listen, you already know what time it is, baby. Now, I bet you all of the people that don't believe in AMC, they see this huge green candle jumping up from all the way down from 31 all the way to 35, almost 36. They're probably trying to jump right back in a scramble, trying to FOMO buy right back into the play. Meanwhile, guess what? If it came right back down to 29, if it did, you know what happened? They'd be like, oh, I shouldn't have did that. And the short sellers is just destroying you. Destroying. That's what I got to talk about. And speaking of that, I showed you just yesterday, in yesterday's video, your boy, Peter Hahn, he seemed like he got a visit. Let me see, do I have that up? No, I don't. But your boy Peter Hahn, he seemed like somebody gave him a visit. Oh, family, I want to show you this. And again, if you're just rolling in, I want you to go to Twitter. Look at my Twitter on the bottom of the screen. I want you to go to my Twitter. It's the first post that I have, right? About a PSYOP. And literally, I have the horse's mouth. This is coming out of the horse's mouth. Take a look at this. Boom. Take a look at this. Look at this. I want you to see it. What's the claim? This is not a psychological operation. Now, here's the proof. I see you, Connecticut, in the building. Shout out to Gio. Let's get it, baby. Now, take a look at this. Ken Griffin, the leader of Citadel, saying out his own mouth, boom, look at that. That this is a psychological operation. He ain't used those words, but he's basically telling you exactly what it is, aka showing indicators to audiences to influence emotions and objective reasoning, and ultimately your behavior. Now, the weak paper hands, I'm telling you every time, if you don't believe and you don't understand, and somebody said this, somebody said in the comments, you always get some stupid comments sometimes, but he was like, Keenan, you predicted that AMC was gonna go up, right? Let me tell you what I predicted. I predicted that AMC was manipulated and you would sell low, and guess what happened? Exactly. AMC is manipulated. I literally come on the videos every single day and I show you. You know how I do. I always got the receipts on the side of the video. I show you right on the side of the video. Boom. Here's exactly how it's being manipulated. I don't know how much you probably learn from watching these videos on all of the manipulation from AMC. Come on now. I told you that. But we do know one thing, that eventually the shorts have to cover their position. And when you see this gap up like this, it could very well be that some of the short sellers, shout out to Wells, I see you, baby. Shout out to Wells. Somebody said this. It could be the case that some of the short sellers, like the smaller short sellers, they saw it at 30 and they were like, you know what? I'm just going to cover right here. And this could be them pushing it up. A small amount of covering, not a lot, a small amount of covering. This is exactly what we could be looking at here. Like a hedge fund or like a really smaller institution, basically just boom, just load it up real quick. Because they just want to be done with the play. They were down basically 700%. Now they're only down 300%. So then, boom, they get out of the play. And it's as easy as that. But remember, not all of them are doing that. Some of them are waiting to get out even lower. K, appreciate you. Just know that. I want you to know that. And again, I see the tears in the chat, baby. I see who the man me. Shout out to you, big dog. Appreciate you. He said someone just got fired for allowing that green candle. That's right. You already know. Because again, I come out here every single day and I show you stuff like this. Look at Plotkin right here. Who is this? This is the leader of Melvin Capital. Why is he important? All right, take a look at this. Plotkin is important for this very, very reason. He's the leader of Melvin Capital, right? Let's see. He's the leader of Melvin Capital, and I showed you this. Those who've been rocking with me for a long time, you already know. Melvin Capital struggles to shake Reddit attack. They're calling it a Reddit attack. Who you think is getting attacked? Them or your account when you bought it at 70? Who you think is getting attacked? Them or you? Now look at this. You have no influence over the market. You have no influence at all. But we know that these hedge funds, when they make big buys or big sells or something like that, guess what? They pushing the market. They pushing it. And they lost basically 46% so far. And then the founder, Plotkin, who I just showed you right here, the founder, Plotkin, said he's going to adjust his strategy. And guess what he decided to do when he adjusted his strategy? And those, again, who've been rocking with me for a long time, you already know what the strategy was, family. It was to watch you, and to make sure that you would fall for psychological manipulation. And guess what? Some people are. Discord family in the building, I see you. Bronx is in the building, I see you. Somebody said Plotkin always plot 10. That's right. And take a look at this. And who the man, much love, appreciate you, big dog. He said this, Plotkin, who I just showed you again, this guy, take a look at him because he's looking at you. Take a look at him. He said this very thing. Let me move this up here so you can see it. He said that he told his data team of scientists to scour social media boards to look for shares that retail investors are rallying around. So remember how I just showed you the other day, those who've been rocking with me again, remember how I showed you the other day that there was this the CFA guy, and he basically came out and said a few things. And I'm going to show you. Remember this. They literally just showed us. This is Bloomberg. This is not Joe Blow sending an article. This is Bloomberg who just told us this. Right? Take a look. Bloomberg just told us that they have data teams and scientists. Look at this. Data scientists scouring social media boards to try to see what stocks you rallying around. And then this CFA guy, right? He came over here before he moonwalked everything he said back. He came over here and he said this. He said, where is it? He said, let's see. Fails to deliver between allegations. Let me double check. Where did he say this at? Because I want to just have it absolutely certain and absolutely clear to show you exactly what's going on here. Because it's crazy. So, all right, let's start from the top. He said, AMC, basically the shorts managed to get off of the New York Stock Exchange. Keep in mind, family, he walked this all the way back. Moonwalked it like Michael Jackson, as if somebody showed up to his house and said, hey, yo, my man, let me holler at you real quick. Come here. Take a seat. You know what? Come out of your house. Come get in this car. Let's go for a ride. And he came back and he's singing a different tune. So now let's look at this. It says, short comment on AMC. This is the first one before he walked it back. He said, shorts managed to get off of the New York Stock Exchange list last Friday. Now, why am I bringing this up? Now, you can't just trust people, but again, he's making all of the points that I already made in 100 different videos. So now, they got off of the thresholds list last Friday. How did they do it is not 100% clear, but it's looking like exposures basically were converted to fails to deliver. And then they outright naked shorted that, turned it into naked shorts, and then packaged it and put it in the ETF. Right? And then he said Citadel and Virtue basically control 80% of the retail orders, right? He's basically just blasting everything, telling you everything that's going on. And then he said this, and remember, this is before he walked all of this back after he went home, changed his tune, and then walked it back. Now, let's go. He said they can dictate the price when the volume is low. Right? And there are allegations of buy orders being delayed as much as 35 days. How were they being delayed? Take a look at this. How are they being delayed? You could basically think of it as if a computer is doing all of the trading. When you go and buy, and I go and buy, and there's millions of us buying, computers are doing it, making it happen quick. But then what they did, and they got fined for this, was they made it so people were doing it by hand, doing all of these trades by hand. So next thing you know, it slows down the order. And then they do what was called basically order arbitrage, right? So they were basically just slowing it down so then they could get it for the cheapest price. Okay, and then he just kept going. He kept going and kept going. But then let's see the next thing that he said. Because he moonwalked this all the way back. My guy moonwalked this all the way back. And it was crazy. Moonwalked this all the way back. I thought Michael Jackson came back from the dead. How I seen this dude moonwalking. So take a look at this. And this is no disrespect to him, because I hope that he's safe and I hope that he's feeling secure, because people are losing their jobs over this type of stuff, because what they try to do is get on here like me. They try to get on here like Matt, like Trey, like everybody else, right? They just try to get on here like everybody, and then they try to say these things, but they working at a regular job in the finance area, and somebody says, you know what? I don't like what you said. And then they let them go. All of you give me the freedom to talk like this. You give me the freedom to expose like this because you support me, so then I could come out with it. And then they can't let me go because I'm not working for Wall Street. That's how it works. So then take a look. My guy moonwalked this. He said, Citadel and Virtue are not friends. In fact, they are direct competitors, right? And he said he had indicated it earlier, but then he just walked it all the way back. Shout out to the Discord family again. Shout out to the Netherlands, Missouri in the building. I see you. And then he said, psych warfare does not exist at Citadel. A psych warfare group does not exist at Citadel. However, who are you going to believe? Peter Hahn, the CFA, saying this, that psych warfare doesn't exist at Citadel? Or are you going to believe Ken Griffin himself? Go on my Twitter, go to Twitter, Keenan Grace, you can see at the bottom of your screen, go to Twitter, look at Keenan Grace, right, at Keenan Grace, and go watch the video for yourself. Go watch the video for yourself. It's my first post. It's the very first post that you're going to see on my Twitter. Who are you going to believe? Are you going to believe this guy that told you the day before? He said, regarding my post yesterday about Citadel, it was pointed out to me and walking it back, moonwalking like Michael Jackson would be proud. Now take a look at this. Now there's no psych warfare. They don't have the ability to slow down trading, none of this and that. They literally got fun. Watch this. You know I always come with the receipts. Citadel does not have the ability to dictate price during slow. Hold up. You saying they not doing that? Take a look at this. Citadel pays the SEC $22 million for settlement charges for what? Let's see what they're calling it. Oh, yeah. Latency arbitrage is what they're calling it. Latency arbitrage is defined when firms exploit the difference between stock prices on a slower public data feed. Come on now. What are you talking about? We got all of the receipts. You know why you said this in the first place. But you know what? Somebody probably knocked on that door. I hope that you're safe. I just want you to know that. Somebody probably knocked on that door, and now you know you singing a different tune, and it is what it is. Appreciate you, big dog Seth, for sending that. He said, hey, Keenan, I don't know anything about options, but now, if you don't know anything about options, join the Discord with us, and mention me in there, and I'll get back to you, big dog. Mention me in there, and I got you. Siri is trying to, I don't know what's going on with Siri. Get out of here, Siri. Mind your business. All right, here we go. Now, again, you just got to know what time it is. You got to know what time it is. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Let's check them out. So, BNGO. So, yeah, bio-nanogenomics is starting to run. But I told you yesterday in the Discord, I told you, everybody's making money. Excuse me. Everybody's making money when the stock market comes down because we've since learned basically how to make money when the stock comes down by buying a put. Now take a look at this. We made 20% yesterday on this, right? You could have loaded up 40 contracts. You could have loaded up 400. You could have loaded it up on one. But then, like I said, you get in these short term and then bow, get right out of them. Shout out to the Discord family who made a lot of money with this with me. Shout out to y'all for that. Now let's get it and let's win, baby. Let's win. That's what I'm talking about. You already know what time it is. Discord family in the building. I see you. Eric, appreciate you for this. He said he walking it back. Yep, Michael Jackson will be proud, baby. He would be so proud. And Kat, shout out to you for this one too. He said, good morning. Say it. He said, say it back. 200 shares at $8. Shout out to you, big dog. Anytime, apes together strong. Yeah, we holding strong. Somebody said, protect Keenan at all costs. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Just know, I got your back. That's what I'm talking about. You get in, you don't be greedy, you get out. You get in. Why is Siri listening? Listen, crazy. It's crazy. That's crazy. Why? Listen, sometimes you got to just double check and say, yo, what's Siri listening to me for? It's probably because we know how to make money when the stocks come down. Just like I told you yesterday when we picked up that bio-nano call when the whole stock market was down. If you look at this, you'll see the amount of money you basically made on the way down. It's that simple. You can make money when the stocks come down if you buy a put, but you got to know what you're doing. And again, if you're trying to get into the Discord with us and be up on the plays as early as we are, then all you got to do is just basically just hold up. literally, I want you to just just hold up, right? Hold up, because I'll get you in. Hold up, I'll get you in. Now, make sure, again, when I tell you these is a get in and a get out, you get in and get out. Don't be greedy. Make money on the way down, and then it's easy to make money on the way up. All right, now, let's get it. Another thing I want you to see is how, for example, let's look at AMC. Because we got to cover this, right? Notice that AMC is up to $35, right? It's probably going to play around with this resistance line or the support line right here, somewhere around the $35 range. It's probably going to hover around there, right? I want you to notice this. When this thing came down all the way to 31, and make sure you're paying attention, family. When this came all the way down to 31, take a look at this. A lot of people were impacted by this. Watch this comment. This isn't a comment to me. This is a comment that was going around already, and it's a little blurry, so I'll make it smaller. So take a look. This comment, somebody just explained basically what happened and like how this impacted them directly because they overextended themselves according to this comment, right? So read this comment. This is from Mike. And Mike said, I lost everything. I can't believe I trusted all of you, all of the apes. He can't believe he trusted the apes. And he said, my wife is leaving me. I lost most of my kids' college fund, and I'm probably going to lose the house. I don't know what to do. How could I have been so dumb? It sounds like Mike invested things he wasn't ready to lose, right? He wasn't ready to lose. You got to make sure that you making sense of this. You got to make sure you don't overextend yourself. Make sure you're paying attention, family. So then he said, I sold at a massive loss, right? Maybe it went to 30 and he sold out, right? Right? And then he said this. And some of y'all know where this is going. Right? And he said, I'm going to salvage what's left of my life. And remember, this is Mike. And he said, this group and AMC and the rhetoric surrounding it ruined my life. This is what Mike just told us. But what was weird, right, is apparently Mike and Joshua had the same exact experience with the same exact syntax and the same exact emojis. Okay, that's weird. But maybe it's not too weird, right? It could happen. That could happen. And then look at this. It seems like, all right, so we got Mike, we got Joshua having the same experience. Weird. That's weird. And then we have, who else? Who else is having the same exact experience? Okay, we got Mike, we got Joshua, we got Stephen, we got Matthew, we got Wall Street Bets apparently, and now we got Angel, all having the same experience. All of them. And guess what? Most people won't compile all of these comments and see them all together and say, whoa, what is up with this spam, right? What's going to happen? And right, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. What's going to happen is this. This is just basically bots and people that are being paid. People that are being paid to post this stuff and try to scare everybody else out of your shares. This is that psyop. This is that psychological warfare. I'm telling you. Now, imagine this. Not everybody's going to see, for example, this post. Not everybody's going to see this, right? Not everybody's going to see this post, and they're going to see this, and they're going to say, wow, this person lost it all. I don't want to lose it all. I'm out. I'm out. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy that Mike, Joshua, Stefan, Matthew, Wall Street Bets apparently, and Angel all having the same experience with the same syntax, the same emojis, the same paragraph setup, everything, word for word. Come on now. Come on now. And y'all telling me this is not a psyop? That's the most ridiculous thing that I heard. That's the most ridiculous thing that I heard. I literally made video after video after video showing you what? All of the proof and evidence. I always come with the proof. I always come with the evidence. That's right. Somebody said Keenan, Freddie Jones, Grace. Freddie Jones from Scooby-Doo, Grace. Look at this. Look at this. Keenan, Freddie Jones, Scooby-Doo, Grace. If it looked like a duck, if it quacked like a duck, it's probably a synthetic share, baby. And this is me taking the mask off of them, baby. You already know what time it is, baby, right? Bot psyops. This is literally exactly what it is. Shout out to my guy who just sent me this. He said, Keenan, he said, you looking like you ready to, it's looking like it's ready to squeeze. He said, where do you get your suits? And shout out to you, big dog. Shout out to you. Now, basically, I got my suits from Express Men's, big dog. Got it from Express Men's. Just know that. Just know that. Just know that. Now, take a look at this. Take a look at this. We just saw that Angel and Mike and Josh and everybody, shout out to Mike, shout out to Josh, shout out to Stefan, shout out to Matthew, shout out to Wall Street Bets, and shout out to Angel again, or whoever. Like, shout out to all of them, right? Why? Because we know that they need a hug, because clearly they all dating the same girl and they all living in the same house, and that's sad. That's really sad. I hope that they find peace. All right, so now let's go and let's see, why are they doing stuff like this, family? Why are they doing stuff like this? Why? It's simple. It's simple. Because of stuff like this. When the stock goes up, these short sellers is losing money like crazy. They're losing money like crazy. Melvin Capital, they said that we have a vicious attack going on them, right? A vicious attack going on them. And how is buying a stock a vicious attack? Come on now. Come on now. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. Now, basically, they were bearish and retail buyers were on a buying spree. And this is from a vicious attack by Reddit traders and apes and blah, blah, blah. How is that a vicious attack? How is that a vicious attack? That makes literally not an ounce of sense. Not 1 ounce of sense. And beyond all of that, it's just people, it's their greed. It's their greed that is getting them in trouble. Their greed is getting them in trouble. Because, again, Melvin Capital, and let me show you, and the people on the Discord, you already know. You already know. Let me tell you something. Melvin Capital, for example, Plotkin, guess how these people make all of their money? Guess how they make all of their money? I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. How do they make all of their money? They make money by the stocks coming down. They make money by the stocks coming down. In the Discord family, I literally, if you never did it before, I just showed you how to make money on stocks coming down. It's easy to do as long as you see the patterns. You get in, you get out, you make your money on the stocks coming down. And it turns out, in fact, that these people made all of their money by the stock coming down. And let me see if I can find it real quick, because you already know I'm on the Mac. I'm on the Mac and I'm on a back with the screenshots. You already know what time it is, baby. I'm on the Mac and I'm on a back with the screenshots. And wait till I find this screenshot, and then I'm gonna send it right to you. I'm gonna send it right to you so you can see that they made basically all of their money, almost all of it, almost every single dollar. Let me see. Can I find this? Can I find this? Yep. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Coming with the facts to break your mother's back. Watch this. Watch this. You already know what time it is. And JJ, appreciate you for the super chat, big dog. He said, you the real deal, Keenan. Please. He said, please try to do it live every day. Listen, I'm coming, baby. I'm coming for you. I got your back. You know I just don't have it in my heart to leave you uninformed. But watch this. Look at your boy Plotkin right here. They said, and I just want you to just see this. I want you to just see this. Let's take it a step back. Let's take it one step back. Not 10 steps back. Let's take it one step back. Where we just said that they described Melvin Capital ended its first half of 2021 down 46%. they struggled to bounce back from a vicious, I highlighted this in blue just for you. They struggled from a vicious attack by Reddit traders, right? A vicious attack. Hold up, vicious attack? You mean the same people struggling from a vicious attack made their money like this? Made their money like this? What? How did they make their money? It says Melvin's first year of trading, their first year of trading got them off of the ground. 70% of their profits came from bearish wagers. 70% of their profits came from bearish wagers. 70%. What does that mean? This means the stock market coming down, baby. The stock market going down. So let's imagine this. Let's imagine that this is you. Plotkin right here. Let's imagine that this is you. This person right here. Let's say that this is you. And your company is suffering from your perspective a vicious attack. It's suffering a vicious attack. And you're down 46%, which is like $12 billion. Right? So you feel like you're being attacked. And you made most of your money betting that the stocks was going to go down. You made 70%. If you made $1, 70 cents of it came from pushing the stock down. Right? Take it up. Let's talk about it, baby. You know I'm coming with the facts and I'm coming with the receipts. Let's say that is what happened to you. 70%. Right? So you feel like you suffering from vicious attacks. So what do you start to do? When you see people coming out like this dude, like Peter Hahn, you see him coming out and you say, whoa, this dude is trying to expose us? Come on now. They trying to expose us? Oh no, it's time to go allegedly. We don't know what happened with Peter Hahn, but it seems like he had opinion one day, he went home and came back singing another tune. Maybe he got shooken down. Who knows what happened? Maybe somebody said, hey yo, listen to me, right? Who knows? Who knows what happened? We don't know. We can only assume. But I know this, and I said this in the video previously. I want you to think. And Courtney, appreciate you. He said, short seller losing money daily from interest on borrowed shares. Absolutely. They losing money on interest and they losing money on the stock going up. But imagine this. Imagine that you're talking to someone, right? Let's say you got a significant other. And what happens is this. Your significant other, and I told you this, if you watch my last video, you know this one. They come onto the news and they saying, man, they talking about you. And they say that you don't do any dishes, you don't clean the house, you're not taking care of the kids, you're not doing any of this, right? And next thing you know, they go, your wife or husband or whoever, they come home. And then they come back on the news the next day. After all of that stuff they said about you, about not doing the dishes, not cleaning the house, not taking care of the kids. And they come back and they like, you know what? All of that stuff I said, the dishes, it's totally reasonable why they're not doing it. It's totally reasonable. Why they're not taking care of the kids, it's totally reasonable. They gotta work. You be thinking to yourself, are you okay at home? Is everything good? And it's really crazy. And you know what? When you have billions of dollars, you can shake people down. I'm not saying this is what they did. This is all alleged. But you can shake people down and make it and threaten them and do all the kind of things. But I'm not saying that's what happened, right? This is all allegedly. Nobody has any proof for that, right? All we have is it's looking like a duck. It's quacking like a duck. Now, let's keep it going. I want to show you the good old DTCC, which we talked about briefly. We talked about them briefly yesterday, but we're going to talk about them again. Take a look. The DTCC. These people here, what are they? The Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation. You know, whenever you sign up for basically, shout out to South Carolina in the building. I see you. Now, whenever you sign up for any stock thing, notice that they always ask you, particularly if you're in the United States, they always ask you what is your social security number? They always ask you that, right? Why is that? They ask you that because the clearinghouse in the background, they have to transfer and clear this stock to you. They have to clear it and put it in your name. That's why if Robinhood or Webull or Fidelity go out of business, guess what? You still own that company. The shares that you own in the company, you still own them, baby. You still own them. And the DTCC, they're the clearinghouse in the background that kind of facilitates some of that. And like we know, that the act of both the buyer and the seller, and in this case, the short seller, if either party in the transaction defaults, the clearinghouse is on the hook, right? The clearinghouse is on the hook, the DTCC. And if you've been rocking with me, you already know what time it is. Take a look at this. We know that the clearinghouse, even back 2-3 years ago, they had $63 trillion in assets on hand, right? All of the assets under their management. So if they had to liquidate everything, they could basically cover a lot. But now we know lately that they have recently closed one of JP Morgan's accounts. They have closed one of their accounts. They retired the account is what they said on July 13th. And we know that JP Morgan started acting a little bit funny after they heard that, right? They started to warn the hedge funds to expect margin calls because now that one account in particular is no longer attached to the DTCC. So then they will be on the hook, and they don't want to be on the hook. That's the funny thing. Somebody said the Discord, it's Patreon, big dog. It's Patreon. That's what's going on. If you're trying to get in, let me know, and then I'll help you out. But I got to get off of this to help you in. Patreon and then Discord, right? That's how you get into the Discord. You got to download the Discord app. If you ain't on the Discord app, you ain't gonna get in, baby. Discord, I got you. Let's get it. And now, again, they're starting to do margin calls for that account that they were talking about because they're no longer attached to the DTC in that. Let's get it. Be more. I see you. Now, let's keep it going. Now, we know, and I told you about this. If you've been rocking with me and you've been really following everything that I've been saying, take a look at this. We knew that this was coming because the DTCC on the 25th, family, on the 25th, they basically wanted two things to happen. And basically, it's this. They want two things to happen. They said they wanted to revise certain rules so that the confidential information they would have basically that can have an impact on the stock market. Let me make sure that my camera is plugged in so we don't short Keenan's camera today. You might have to short the camera today. We'll see if we shorten the camera today. Well, let me know. And then we'll go for the Keenan Grace ASMR podcast like we always do. Now, let's keep it going. So, Keen, I signed up for Discord and you can't figure it out. All right, Jason, if you're trying to get into the Discord again, the link is in the top comment of the top of this post, the comments that you in, baby. But I'll help you, but I got to get off alive. Let's get it. So now, let's see this. On the 25th, they trying to get two things to happen. They know something that they don't want you to know, right? And they want preferential treatment, just like with a lawyer. If a lawyer knows that you did a crime, lawyers basically have it's a system in which they don't have to expose you. They don't have to expose you because they're trying to defend you. Now, take a look at this. If they know that you are going to go and blow up the courthouse that they're going to be in, then in certain instances, they can tell what's going to go on to protect you and to protect others. So now the DTCC, they're trying to get that same preferential treatment where the confidential information they have, bless you too, Raphael, appreciate you. The confidential information that they have, they're basically trying to say this. They want to not be in trouble for it. They want to be able to expose it and not be in trouble for it. And then the second thing is they want to add a new rule down here in green. They want to add a new rule. Let me move this up so you can see it. They want to add a new rule to address situations in which it's necessary to disconnect participants from the DTC system due to an imminent threat to harm the DTC and its participants. And then this is exactly what just literally happened on file to one of JP Morgan's accounts. Now, it would be interesting to know whose account it is. That'd be interesting to know. And shout out to AMC. Do we have any tears in the chat? You know what? We need tears in the chat, but not for what we usually get tears in the chat for. Usually, we do our quantum entanglement thing where we know and we proved without a shadow of a doubt that, guess what? There's an entanglement, a quantum entanglement, not the entanglement like Jada Smith and all of this, Jada Pinkett Smith, not all of that. We talking about quantum entanglement science where tears in the chat, whenever you get tears in the chat, all the way over here on the stock market, they both correlated and go up at the same rate. One impacts the other. It's kind of like with math. What you do to one side, you do to the other side. The more tears in the chat, the higher AMC stock goes. We already know what time it is. But we need some tears in the chat. Oh, family, we need to have a moment of silence. The people that sold down here, if they would have literally just waited, let's say that you had paper hands. If you have paper hands, you need some patience, baby. Because if you would have sold down here, you could have sold up here. If you had paper hands, right? Come on. Could we get some tears in the chat for the people? Could we get some RIPs in the chat? And could we get a moment of silence? Let me ask Siri a question. Turn off the silent mode and ask Siri a question. Can I get a 10-second timer?
10 seconds, counting down.
Let's try again. We're going to do a RIP. Now that we know we can get a timer, we're going to do RIP and we're going to do a moment of silence. We're going to do a moment of silence for all of those that we lost in a battle of $31. Look at this down here. The battle of $31 right here. All of the people that we lost. Siri, can we get a 10-second timer?
10 seconds, starting now.
Hold on, family. Heads down. Heads down. Heads down. I want your eyes closed. Could we get a RIP for the people we lost at the battle of $31? Siri, can we get a 10-second timer?
10 seconds, counting down.
All right, y'all. Respect. Respect. Much respect. RIP. RIP to the people we lost in the battle of 31. Listen, we tried. We tried our best. Sometimes when you go up to the podium, at a funeral, family, you don't know what to say. Sometimes you don't know what to say, but you just got to step up. You got to step up and say, listen, I tried my absolute best to show you all of the facts, and to give you everything that you needed, but you still so low. We even went out of our way to start the video telling you don't invest if you don't understand, if you don't believe. And guess what? They didn't heed the warning. But you know what? Since this is our parting ways, we're not going to talk down. We're just going to say, you know what? We'll see you on the other side. But you know what? Our other side is going to look totally different from your other side because you so low. But I'm not having that. So RIP to all of the people that we lost in the battle of 3110. Do you see this? The battle of 3110, it was real. It was real. You know who we lost? We probably lost Mike. We probably lost Josh. We probably lost Stephen. We probably lost Matthew. And we probably lost Angel. Man, the battle of 3110, it took a lot. It took a lot of lives. I'm starting to get flashbacks. It was crazy. It was crazy, family. It was nuts. It was nuts. But let's talk about it. So, BB, appreciate you and much love. She said, good morning. Missed you. She said she's down about 80% on this. And you got contracts that expire on July 30th and August 20th. Do you expect it to turn around? So currently, it is turning around. Were you down more than 80% now at this point? Or is it getting better now? Let's get it. Let's talk about it, baby. Let's talk. Look at that. We hit 37 today. That's crazy. That's really crazy. You know what? I'm going to go to my Twitter right now. And I'm going to tweet something. I want to just, RIP to those that we lost. In the battle of 3110. RIP to those that we lost in the battle of 3110. May they rest in pieces. Because I know their portfolio is destroyed. May they rest in pieces. Now, shout out to my guy Seth, always showing love, big dog. Always showing love, right? We lost a lot. We lost a lot of people, man. Listen, we lost a lot of people. Let's talk about it, baby. But it is what it is. It is. Jason, I got you. Send me a message. I got you, big dog. But let's get it. Somebody said, check out BNGO. Let's check them out real quick. BNGO. Let's take a quick look. So yeah, it's running. But guess what, family? We made money. Here on the way down. Shout out to the Discord family, because again, I told you, if you missed this, you missed the beginning. On the Discord yesterday, we ran a put, and we got in, and we got out, made a quick 20%. I only bought 4. You could have bought 40. You could have bought 10. But the family asked me to get a cheaper one so more people could get in on it. So then you could scale these cheaper ones. You can scale them up however you want to make it fit whatever you got. Somebody said, Keenan the man, keep it going. You know I got you. New York in the building. You already know when you get in here, let us know what time it is, baby. Let us know where you from. Rep your city, baby. Rep your city. And again, if you just getting in, shout out to, and actually put a RIP in the chat. Put a RIP in the chat for those that we lost in the battle of 3110. You always lose people. But you know what's funny? These green candles, I'm telling you, they're gonna just reinvigorate the apes. Reinvigorate the apes. The people who thought, you know what, it's over. And guess what? We come out here every single day, basically hitting you with the facts. And then boom, Jackson, Mississippi, I see you in the building. Look at this. Whoa, we running, baby. We running. Now, all right, somebody said, look at Riot. Let's look at Riot. And much love. I appreciate y'all. Just know, London is in the building. Shout out to London. Ireland is in the building. Right. Let's talk about it. All right, this one is up. So this is literally the exact reverse of yesterday. Like Facebook is down. Google is down. But Bionanogenomics, that we just ran that put option, that's up now. But let's keep in mind, family, we got in and we got out, made our money on that, bow, escaped, and now you can load up on the shares. Most people, for the rest of their life, they're gonna lose money when the stocks come down. But you gotta know how to make money when the stocks come down, baby. Stephanie said this, can we get some more cheap option plays for the Discord fam? You already know Discord family is where it's at. Discord family, Stephanie, appreciate you for the love, much respect. You know I got you. And Ryan, he said this, all the shares is resting in peace. All their shares are resting in your portfolio. Let's go. Let's go. EHCT, I see you. He said, Jada Smith, the homie. All right. Let's get it. Somebody, yeah, let's talk about it, baby. And BB back in here, she said AMC is now, your losses are at 72% on the options. And she said, thank God you got your shares and not only options. Right. That's right. Oh yeah, also, those of you who are wondering, basically, all right, most people, let's go take a look. So if you're thinking to yourself, all right, if you're down on some AMC options, I told you this, you need to give your options a lot of time. Why? Because the manipulation is real. And when I'm telling you this, I'm telling you that you're not playing, the game is not fair. The game is not fair at all. Like for example, I don't know if you remember this, right? Let me see if I can find this. You know how there's a new Space Jam movie coming out, right? There's a new Space Jam movie with LeBron James coming out, right? But back in the day, it was Michael Jordan. For those young people who don't know. Look at this. This is you. You're Michael Jordan in this case, and this is these hedge funds, the Monstars. This is the hedge funds. Why am I saying this? Because I'm telling you that the game is rigged. Even at your best, when you about to make a half-court dunk, right? Look at this. The game is rigged. Why did the referee not call foul right here? Why did the SEC, the referee, not the SEC, I'm sorry, I didn't mean SEC, I meant the referee. Why didn't the referee call foul right here? Call a foul. Michael Jordan should be shooting these 2 free throws and making it easy money and winning the game, right? He should be winning the game. He got fouled on the last shot. He should be easy money. Bow. But guess what? The referees, the referees should have called foul, and then we should be making easy money. But the game is being manipulated just like this. So even at your best, guess what? You might have to stretch a little bit, baby. You might have to stretch a little bit and hold on. Because that dunk, bow, we waiting for that to come, baby. We waiting for it. Now let's talk about it, baby. Let's talk about it. You already know what time it is. They should have called a foul. But guess what? The referees, the SEC, the referees, they didn't call it. So, guess what? You still got to make it happen. The same way that Michael Jordan basically made it happen when he should have been shooting free throws. We know how it work. Somebody said, my guy said this. Chun, shout out to you, big dog. He said he's a beginner. Should he join the Discord? The Discord, let me tell you something. If you are a veteran investor, come on in, baby. If you are a new investor, come on in, baby. We ready for you. And if you hit that @ button on me, you can talk to me directly. in the Discord. I got you. It's new investors, come on down, baby. And Dre, shout out to you, big dog. He said he got 3,746 shares of AMC. He down 60K, but he holding from South Carolina. Shout out to South Carolina. Ric Flair in the building, baby. Woo! Woo! Let's get it, Dre. Much love and much respect. I'm telling you, I come on here. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. This is why I come on here with y'all every single day. I'm out here. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. We getting it. It's time. It is what it is. Somebody said, yo, you got the best analogies. I'm telling you. This is what's going on right now. This is us. This is us. This is you. This is Michael Jordan. They didn't think it was possible, but we got to show them that it's possible. We got to break it down. So basically, so everybody can understand it. This is why I'm showing you stuff like this. This is why I'm showing you like analogies like this. Look, Michael Jordan, this is you, and this is the hedge funds, the Monstars. You know what I'm saying? The Monstars. They're fouling. This is a foul. He has to make this shot in order to win the game. How is he not shooting free throws? Why? Because the referees, the referees aren't calling foul on the play. So then guess what? You go to Stonko Tracker and look. You go to Stonko Tracker and you look at the call options, which are mostly bets that the stock is going up here. And then the put options over here, which are mostly bets that the stock is going to come down. And take a look at this. Somebody said hit that like button. Appreciate you, big dog. Much love for that. Appreciate you. Look at this. All of the puts, which are mostly bets that the stock is coming down, 100,000 of them are in the money. This is even after that run. And then take a look at this. Calls, about 50,000 of them are in the money. But take a look at this. The hedge funds, you're going to start hearing new data. Somebody said, boy, you fired. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's get it. But take a look at this. You're going to hear a lot of new things. Like we just heard, like I just showed you, where you saw that Melvin Capital. Where is this one? Where you saw that Melvin Capital lost 46%, which is like 11 or $12 billion just in the first half of the year. You're going to start to hear a lot of that because look at all of these puts that are expiring out of the money. You're about to hear the devastation from the people who are betting against the stock. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Somebody said, Keenan, keep doing your thing. Let's get it. Somebody said, how much do you think AMC could go up to? Let me tell you something right now. It's basically like this. And I told you 100 times. But let's take a look at AMC again. Let's take a look at AMC. Currently, it got all the way up to 37.38. We own 80 to 85% of the legally authorized shares. What do I mean by that? Let's say that you got this right here. And we got legally authorized shares, all of the 524 million shares that exist. But then there's maybe this many synthetic shares because remember, it's looking like a duck, it's quacking like a duck, it's probably a naked short, right? So then all of this, the short sellers got to cover it. They got to cover it. We bought it. They got to cover it. Now, if you sell it back to them for low and you lost at the battle of 3110, and you were one of those people that is resting in pieces right now at the battle of 3110, then guess what? You sold it back to them low. So now, in this case, if it was Keenan Grace and I had all 85% of all of the shares and they got to buy them back from me, just me, and I wouldn't have to rely on anybody else or you wouldn't have to rely on anybody else, then guess what? It would be much easier for you to just diamond hand it alone. But in this case, we're together and we're strong. So divided, we're crazy weak. But united, we are crazy strong. That's literally what's going on here. Now, there's a stock. I can't think of the name. Oh, here we go. Look at this. I told you about this yesterday. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So you know how, for example, we need all of the apes to be together, the new baby apes, the veteran apes, the old apes, the ancient apes, right? The Neanderthal apes, everybody, right? We need everybody who's an ape to be on the same page for us to win because all of us together, we have that 85%. But notice this. Some people, they wanted to short this stock in like a short time frame. When I saw this, I wanted to short it. This is State Auto Fin. STFC. Now, I'm not saying go and short this. Make sure you're paying attention. Take a look at this. It jumped from 16 and it gapped all the way up to 51. It's at $50. And look at this. Look at how flat this is. You've never seen consolidation like this in your life. Look at how flat this is. Just straight up flat. People, when they saw this gap up like this, they started loading up on puts. And the puts might print. Let's be clear on that. Somebody said, Keenan, you the silverback? Let's get it. We all the silverback. But take a look at this. We the AMC Avengers. That's what's going on with us. We all the silverbacks. We the AMC Avengers, baby. Now take a look at this. We got this. It gapped up from 16 to 50. Now, you can make money on the way down, like I showed everybody in the Discord just yesterday. You can make money on the way down. But the reason this one is different is because it's very likely that institutions, like let's say one large institution, made a gap up like this because they load it all the way up. So then when you buy a put, like it's gonna drop soon, if this don't drop by Friday, so many people are gonna lose a lot of money. They got one more day on it. It could, but if one person bought it, then they're diamond handing it. And they're about to make you, whoever shorted it, if it doesn't happen on Friday, they're gonna lose so much money. But this is how AMC would look if it was just Keenan. If it was just Keenan, who had the 85% of the shares, and I just was holding all of them, and I'm diamond handing them because I'm doing this, I'm not selling it. They say, okay, Keenan, we'll give you 1,000. Nope. And this is if it was just me. If I had all of the shares, it's just me. We'll give you 1,000 because they got to buy them back. They got to buy back the short shares. I say, nope, not doing it. Nope. Keenan will give you 2,000. Not enough. Keenan will give you 3,000. You still talking? Keenan will give you 10,000. Is this person still talking to me? Say, call the cops. Like, no, I'm not talking to you for nothing less than like $1 million. Like, I would go crazy. I would go crazy with it because I would be in total control because I would basically have all of the shares in this case. But now, in the situation that we're actually in, we're all together. And we all need to have the same mindset where if we didn't overextend ourselves, Danny said, Keenan and Goat, appreciate you, big dog. If we didn't overextend ourselves, and then we could say, yo, you know what? All of the apes have, for example, one share. All of the apes have one share. And you didn't care if it went to 0 or if it went to whatever. Then you would be able to diamond hand it because you didn't overextend. And then we would knock them out the park, baby. We would knock them out the park. If you just getting in, let me tell you something. Let us know where you from. Look, we the AMC Avengers, you and all 3,100 everybody in here right now. We the AMC Avengers. I want to know where the AMC Avengers is from. Where you from, baby? Where you from? Somebody well said, Keenan, your energy is unmatched. I love it, big dog. Let's make this money. Let's get it, baby. Let's make money on the way up and let's make money on the way down, baby. Let's talk about it. Let's get it. Let's get it. That's what I'm talking about. Somebody said, stay strong, apes. Let's get it. Somebody said, mindset is the thing. That's right. Somebody said, tweet out AMC Avengers. All right. I got you. AMC Avengers. Let's tweet it out. AMC Avengers. That's us. We the AMC Avengers. All of us. We're the AMC Avengers. That's us. Of AMC Avengers in the building. And right. And those of you who are just getting in, we need some RIPs in the chat. If you're just getting in, we need some RIPs in the chat. Because we lost a lot of people at the Battle of 3110 down here. The Battle of 3110, we lost a lot of people, baby. And look, it went all the way up to 37. Oklahoma in the building. Bunny from Connecticut is in the building. Alaska is in the building. Let's get it and let's go. I want to give a shout out to Lex. Shout out to join the family, Lex. And shout out to Roy for joining the family. Let's get it. We got Ohio in the building. RIP to everybody that we lost at the Battle of 3110. At the Battle of 3110. If you have something that you want to say to the people that we lost at the Battle of 3110, let us know in the comments, because guess what? This is your time to stand up on a podium and let them know. I'll start. And you know what? Let's look up something real quick so we can all, let's go. Funeral podium. I don't even know what it's called. But when you get to the podium at the funeral, yeah, like this. This is our chance. What are we doing here? We lost some people. This is your chance. Yep, here we go. You see this right here, family? This is the people that we lost in the battle. What battle? Of 3110. This Battle of 3110 right here. We lost a lot of people. So now, you got to say what you got to say. But I want you to step up to the podium. Somebody said it's what's the eulogy? That's right. What do you want to say to them? I want to say this to you. I'll start it. We the financial Avengers. We all sitting in the crowd. We the AMC Avengers. We all sitting in the crowd right here, right? This is what I got to say to the people that we lost in the Battle of 3110. Listen, all of us, we tried to tell you that AMC was going to go higher than 31. We know you didn't listen, but with deep sadness in our hearts, we have to tell you this. This is not financial advice. I just hope you bought your oven mitts, baby, because it's about to get hot in the kitchen. that don't invest in companies you don't believe in and don't understand, because if they dip, you not gonna buy the dip, and then you gonna sell low and be right back here crying to the AMC Avengers, and I'm not having that. So if you can't handle the heat of these hot stocks, then stay out of the kitchen and consider investing in the index funds. Now hit that like button to show your boy some love. Hit that notification bell to stay tuned. Let's get straight to the point. Subscribe to stop having paper hands. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Oven mitt check. Get out of that casket and let me see if you got them on. Let me see if you got them on. I need to see some hands raised out of that grave. I need to see some hands raised out of that grave. I need to see some hands raised out of that grave. That's what I need to see. Let me try this again. This is what I need to see. We lost a lot of people. We lost a lot of apes. We can forgive you. I want you to know that. We got it in our hearts to forgive you. We the AMC Avengers. We lost y'all, but guess what? We trying to avenge you. We coming back. We coming back for you, baby. We coming back for you. We the Avengers. Now take a look at this. We lost you in the battle of 31-10, but this is an oven mitt check. And just because you lost and you died, that don't mean you got to not show us your oven mitts. I want to see if you got them on. I want to see if you got them on. Let me see if you got them on, baby. Let me see if you got them on. If you died in the battle of 31-10, I still want to see them. Let me see if you got them on. You reach that hand up out that grave and show me you got them on. Show me you got them on. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. That's what I'm talking about, baby. I see you. You got them on. You got them on. Let's talk about it, baby. Let's talk about it. We not playing no more. Reach your hand up out of that grave and show us that you got them on. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's get it. We not playing. We not playing over here. We're not playing over here. It is what it is. It is what it is. We not playing over here. I seen a lot of people, they gave their eulogy, I think it was called. Let's double check. Let's double check. The definition. To make sure we're using the right terminology, you got to be prepared, not surprised. It's a speech or a piece of writing that phrases someone or something highly typically after they just died. So family, what is your eulogy for the paper hands that we lost in the battle? What is your eulogy for the paper hands that we lost in the battle of 31-10? I remember it like it was yesterday. Sometimes I get the flashbacks. Oh, $30. Oh, 31. So you start to, it's like you got PTSD from back then. You hear like, oh my God, somebody say, oh, it's going to 20, right? That I'm telling you, they couldn't handle it. Sometimes you gotta go to therapy, baby, and get that cleared up, get that cleaned out. Now let's talk about it. My guy Brian said this. He said knowledge is wealth and he appreciates me. I got you, big dog. You know I got you. Somebody said they got Thanos snapped away at 31-10. Now everyone's coming back for the final battle. That's right. Yo, that's right. That's right. That's right. That's facts. That's a fact. That's right. They coming up out the grave, but you know what? We're gonna accept y'all, because you know what? We forgive. We forgive. Somebody said, my guy just said this in the super chat. That was funny. He said the end game final battle. He said he said this. He said, yo, everybody coming up out them portals now. They coming up out them portals now that they see AMC going back up. Everybody that got snapped away at 31. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yep. Somebody said, yo, they love this guy. I love you too, family. Just know that. Just know that. I see all the other mitts in the comments. I see them. I see the other mitts. We all, look, let me tell you something. We didn't get Thanos snapped, but you know what? Just like Captain America, since we the AMC Avengers, we gonna let y'all come back and we gonna let y'all fight this battle with us. But we hope that you prepared, not surprised. Because guess what? The battle is tougher than it's ever been. The battle is tougher than it's ever been. When everybody came about this portal, after they got Thanos snapped at the battle of 31-10, after they got Thanos snapped from that, and they came back, guess what? Thanos wasn't easier to beat. He was harder to beat. It was crazy. And now, again, if you think that this is not a psychological operation, I just told you again, on my Twitter, my last post on Twitter, I'm Keenan Grace at Twitter, you can see at the bottom of my screen, basically this, the receipts. I got the receipts. If you want to see what's going on with this, go and check for yourself. We the AMC Avengers, baby. We the AMC Avengers, and I want to say again, RIP to everybody. We lost the battle of 3110. Everybody, man, shout out to y'all. Shout out to the family. Love y'all. I just want you to know that. Now, again, let's keep it going. Let's take a look and let's see what's going on with the charts. Let's check what's going on with the charts right now on AMC, because currently, like I said before, we pulled back to look at this orange line. I'm expecting if we get some tears in the chat, we might be able to get a green line at this support. We might be able to get a green line and at the support. Somebody said, yep, the AMC Avengers, but we got the Infinity shares. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Somebody said, Kamar in the house, bro. Let's get it. Let's get it, big dog. Let's get this money. Let's get this money. AMC Avengers, we in a building. Somebody said, Bronx, part of the AMC Avengers. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. AMC Avengers in the building. You already know what time it is. You already know what time it is. Look at this. Look at this. Let's bounce right off of that. We on a 5-minute chart. We could probably see even more granular look at the, yeah, look at that. Look at that. It bounced off at once. Now it's starting to get, oh yeah, we got some tears in the chat. For those of you who don't understand what we mean by tears in the chat, we mean this. We know that AMC, these green candles, we literally proved it with science the other day. What was this, yesterday? It could have been the day before. We proved with literal science what is called quantum entanglement, right? Not entanglement with August, not none of that. Quantum entanglement. It's a scientific phenomenon, right? Let me read this to you real quick. It's a scientific phenomenon. What is quantum entanglement for dummies? Quantum entanglement is a mechanical phenomenon in which two quantum states or objects have basically reference each other over distance, right? So what happens to one quantum object, and let's look at the pictures. Let's look at the pictures. Look at this. You got quantum particles right here. Look at how they're connected. Look how they're connected. So if you spin this one, it's like spinning this one. You can kind of think of it like the eraser on a pencil and the point of the pencil. If you spin the point of the pencil, the eraser is going to spin. If you spin this eraser on a pencil, then the point is going to spin. They quantumly entangle, family. This is science. This is not pseudoscience. It's nothing like that. So what do I mean? When you put tears in the chat, when you have enough tears in the chat, that means that you're going to push the green candles up. And when the tears slow down, guess what? AMC stock price starts to come down. It starts to relax a little bit. That's how this works. Mark, appreciate you, big dog. He said solidarity with the apes. He said we roll with the gators, baby. That's right. Gorillas in the mist. We rolling with the winners, baby. Let's get it. And Chris, let's get it, baby. He said I'm not stuck on dates, but do you think the squeeze will happen before December? I'm holding. He not thinking of the dates, but again, you know what? It could. It could. What I want you to think of is this. Let's go back. I talked to y'all a little bit about this not too long ago. Let's look at the daily chart. Every single one of these candles now. So before I was looking at it, and what do I mean by candle? For those who just got in, a candle is these things. Some of them are red, some of them are green. These are candles. Every single one of these candles on this chart that I'm looking at right now is one day. Somebody send me an email. Back in, let's call it January, right? Back in January, this thing went up to $20, January 27th. It came all the way back down to, let's call it about $5, $4, $5 on February 9th. It took all the way from February 9th all the way to like, what is this? May 25th, somewhere around there, to basically start to run up to 70. It took that long. So we got what? February, right? March, April, May. So like a 4-month time span, family. A 4-month time span. And then boom. This doesn't mean that 4 months from now, we're going to break out of this. That doesn't mean that. And look, green candle, tears in the chat, works. Tears in the chat, it works. But look at this. This doesn't mean that we got 4 months before we get back to 70. Nobody can tell. All we got to do is know this. This is how you win with AMC. It's as simple as this. You buy what you are willing to lose. And then you basically forget about it until you hear on the news that the stock market is going crazy because AMC basically went straight to the promised land. That's how you win with it. You got to put in what you're willing to lose. Don't overextend. If you overextend yourself, family, then you won't be able to diamond hand. Bay Area is in the building, right? Tears in the chat. Let's get it. Green candle. Let's get it. Push them up. Let's get it. AMC is up 4% today. Let's see. Oh, look, it's kind of working. Look, I told you that support line right here. And again, for the family, I want you to know this again, because those of you who just got in here, my guy Jay from the Discord, he said, hey Keenan, this is Jay from the Discord, Jay Sager. He said, hey Keenan, it's Jay Sager from Discord. I want to know why you liked BNGO put on Discord. What do you look for in a put when you're trying to learn? Because he's trying to learn for himself. He want to learn how to fish. It's literally the exact opposite of what we're looking for right now. Take a look at this on AMC. Notice how I drew this orange line. I drew it basically when the stock was right here, but I drew it based off of the past. I drew it based off of the past because we're looking for supports. When you want to find where it might find some support, you look at the past, right? And then you find support lines. But you got to flip your brain when you're trying to do put options. You look for resistance. Look for resistance. So like, look at this. Look at this line up here. So let's get our good old trusty friend, the horizontal line. We know that we now have resistance at about 37. So if you go back to the past, look, it matches. It matches. This doesn't always happen, but oftentimes it happens. Oftentimes it happens. And I would not do a put on AMC. Somebody said Keenan suits. Good looking out, baby. Good looking out. So take a look at this. We just saw this. 37 was a resistance line. If we wanted to know that beforehand, there's a lot of indications. How? You go to the past and you look and see if it found any resistance there. And it did. Back on July 14th, it found resistance in the same exact spot. Why does this work? This works because other people are also looking for resistance lines, particularly hedge funds and people like that. They're looking for the resistance lines so then they can short it. They could get them at the top and then short it down. And then usually we are looking for the support lines. We're looking for the support so we could buy it on the way up. They are looking for the resistance so they could load up on the way down. This is why when I showed you this just yesterday, people on the Discord, you know what this is. You've seen this before. I showed you this, but you may, in your mind, be looking at it like this. You look it up, you're looking at this like, oh, this is support, right? $6, we got one confirmation here, we got two confirmations, three just over here, right? No, look at it in reverse. Look at it as resistance. When the stock comes up here, bang, it crashes into this. Or if it falls under the support, you know, bam, it might be time to get a put and make money on the way down and then get out quick and then load up and make money on the way back up. Again, shout out to the Discord family again. We making money. We making money, baby. But again, let's see. The tiers in the chat, so far, so good. We got that green and we bounced off of that 34. We bounced off of that 34.80. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, somebody said Nio is running for the hills. Let's see. Let's go, Nio. Let's go, Nio. Notice that Nio is finding resistance basically at 45. Let's go, Nio. Let's go, Nio. Let's get it. And again, let's see. Let's see if Nio in the past has found resistance in the same exact point. Usually, history repeats itself. Look at that. And it did. Look at this. Back on January 14th, just like with AMC, there was another resistance line here. Look at it with support here. Look at this. Look at this resistance. It comes up here and gets rejected. It got over it quickly, but it's getting rejected at 45. You got to be able to see what's going on. You got to be able to see what's going on. And it's finding support today. Today at 43. Today it's finding support at 43. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Now somebody said, man, a lot of these charts is the same. And you know why? It's because of this. Excuse me. I'm thinking about short sellers again. You know my allergies start acting up. It's because of this. When you look at like Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF, I'm telling you that this is one of the major indicators. Because this is everything in a basket. It's everything in a basket. And it's giving you an idea of what's going on the market. It gives you an idea. That's why I want you to put this on your watch list. Take a look at Apple. Apple was at all-time highs, and now it came down just a little bit, right? $2 or not even, just about $1. What? 11 cents? Down 11 cents. Apple is a banger. So if you want to load up on Apple, they got their earnings call. I'm not sure exactly the date when the earnings call is, but it's coming up soon. It's coming up soon. And historically, somebody said, Keenan, thank you for all you do. I got you, baby. I got you. Just know. Somebody said somehow I was unsubscribed. Let me tell you something, baby. People been telling me that. They've been telling me, oh man, you know, I had to resubscribe to your page. Listen, if it happens, you know what you do, baby. I appreciate you for coming back to the team, family. We've been growing like crazy, growing like wildfire, especially the Discord family. That's crazy. Somebody, Sean, appreciate you for joining the family, big dog. Let's get it and let's go. Now, let's check out. It looked like Tesla's up a little bit on the day. So Tesla actually ran and then came back down. Tesla went up about, what, like $6 or so almost $10, and then it came back down today. I tell you this, people make a lot of money on the short sales with Tesla. So if you see Tesla, and this is not financial advice, but if you see Tesla come up to like this range, like let's call it the 690s, it's been getting rejected down there or up there a lot. It's been getting rejected up there a lot. Look at this. When it comes just under 700, and people know this. So then they buy a put and make money on the way down and then get out of it and then buy the stock and make money on the way up and then buy a put and make money on the way down. This can be done. Most people are going to die and never make money on the stocks when it goes down. But let me tell you something. If you rocking with us, you rolling with the winners. Shout out to Quentin, Discord family in the building. If you rolling with the winners, we make money when the stocks is up, when the stocks is down. It is what it is. We getting it, baby. We getting it. We getting it. Alpha said 3K watching, 1K likes. Listen, you like the video if you want to. If you appreciate the content, it is what it is, baby. If you don't, you don't. Now, Barber's Lounge, Orlando, major salute, big dog. Much love, much respect. Let's get it. Somebody said, Keenan, you must get a haircut every day. You gotta stay clean. You gotta stay clean. My mother would tell me, man, if you feel like you look good, you'll feel good. And you know what I'm saying? You gotta, you know how it is when you feel clean. You know how it is when you feel clean. You gotta show out with your best. Put your best foot forward. Put your best foot forward. Shout out to Dominic. Shout out to Dominic, Discord family in the building. And let's go back to the one, the only. Hey, oh man, how did we forget? Family, I hope you brought your idiot hat. I hope you brought your idiot hat. We didn't even check out the one, the only, the Motley Fool. We didn't even check them out today. I haven't checked them out in a few days. I needed a break. I need a break from my idiot hat was squeezing my brain. And what do I mean by that? You got to be an idiot to believe some of this stuff sometimes. All right, let's take a look. You do your good old Control F on your keyboard. You look up the keyword. Boom. Oh, they only got, notice this. Multiple, 3 times in a day, just yesterday, they had all of these articles about AMC. Ignore AMC, right? They said why Robinhood investors are buying this stock and they should sell it. Why is everyone talking about AMC, right? All these bad articles, but notice that AMC is up today. Notice that it's up today, and they only got one article about it. And guess what it's called? Is Sundial Growers a better growth stock than AMC? Let me tell you something, family. AMC is not a growth stock. AMC is a short squeeze play. It is a short squeeze trade. It is a short squeeze play, a short squeeze trade. This is what's going on with AMC. It's not a growth stock. What are they even talking about? What are you talking about? And notice they only have one article about it. Ridiculous. And let's look at some of these price targets. B. Riley Securities gave it a $16 price target in May. Talk about being absolutely wrong when it's literally double what you said it was going to be. In April, they upgraded from 7 to 13. In February, they said it was going to $1. AMC is what, in the $30 range? Come on now. You was 30 times wrong. Somebody said a bear trap. Let's check it out. Let's go to the 5-minute chart. AMC's 5-minute chart. So we broke under the support. And now we are currently at, where? 34. But we still basically right there. Family. It is what it is. Somebody said, can we keep loading up at the current price? You can if you choose to. Baby. You can if you choose to. All right, now, let's keep looking at the facts, and let's go back to the facts like we always do. So now, I want you to see this. Whenever you go to buy a contract, an option, right? Whenever you go to buy an option, what I want you to do is basically do this, and know this. Use the options calculator. Let me X out some of these tabs. I got like 1 million tabs now. Let me X out some of these tabs. We did our eulogy. Shout out to the people that we lost. That oven mitt check. That was probably the best oven mitt check. Let's get it. Shout out to the people we lost at the battle of 3110. All right, here we go. Now, what I want you to think of, and what was I just talking about? I was just talking about, the options calculator. Look up options calculator. Literally Google that. And you'll see the first thing. This is how you win with options. Make sure you're paying attention. Options calculator. And you're not going to win every time, but you got to win more than you lose by using specific strategies. What we did recently, if you want to buy a call, if you buy a call, these are the basics over here. You could buy a call. This is if you think the stock is going to go up. Or you could buy a put. Long means basically you're buying it. Long means buy. Think of it like that. You could buy a call, buy a call, or long put, buy a put. So in this case, if you wanted to buy a put, let's say you wanted to buy a put on Nio because you bought Nio, but it just keep dropping on you, right? So then you see what the price is. You click get price. All you got to do is fill in these blanks. It says long put, aka buy a put, and then you buy this, right? Or you look up, get the price, Nio, N-I-O. Okay, cool. We're buying a put. Then you go to select option. Remember, I'm trying to teach you how to fish so that you can know how to basically get money when the time comes. So buy a put when you think it's coming down, when you think the stock is coming down. Boom. Now, you click on buy a put, or I'm sorry, let's go back so you can see this. Select option. This is what I clicked on for this pop-up to pop up. Select option. Then you get all of the dates at the top. You pick your date. I'm not going to buy this put, but I want you to see. Make sure you're paying attention. Make sure you got your listening hat on, not your idiot hat. Take your idiot hat off, fling it over there. And then put your listening hat on, put your listening ears on, and take a look at this. I picked the date of July 16th. I'm not going to buy this one, but I want you to see what I'm talking about. Currently, we know that Nio is about $44. So you look at these strike prices in the middle. The puts are over here. The calls are over here. We're looking at puts. Currently, if you wanted to buy a put, you could buy a put. For example, let's say you could buy this one. Let's say you want to buy the 44 put. You would click on it at the ask price. This is all the way over here. This is what people are selling it for, this ask price. So then you click it, and then it populates in here. Per option is 73 cents, but you're buying 100 of them. So it times to $73. So then it tells you which range of numbers do you want to see this? Which range of numbers? And remember, I'm giving you the game for free right now. So take a look. Which range of numbers do you want to see? Let's say I want to see this from 50. The max I want to see it at is 50. And then I want to see lower than that. So let's click calculate, and we're going to get a chart. Notice that all of the top is red. All of the top is red. And actually, let me get a lower. Let's say 35 is the low. Here we go. Notice at the bottom, the lower number, so it starts up here at 50, and it goes all the way down to 35. The lower it goes, the more money you make. The lower it goes, the more money you make. Now, why is that? It's because of this. You bought a put. You bought a bet that the stock is going to go down. So if you bought it for 44 and it went down just today, if it went down to 30, 43, 50, just 50 cents, family, you will make 35% on your money. Let's say that you bought 10 of these contracts and you spent, let's say you bought 5 of them. How many contracts? 5 of them. How much would this cost you? It will cost you $300. Let's say that you bought, let's take it down. Let's say you bought 3 of them. 3 of them. You put $200 in this. You put $200 in this. Let's go back to the chart. If you bought it and it went to basically 43, you would make a quick $78. Quick $78. If it went to 43 flat, you would have made 80%, which is $177. But what if today you saw Nio hit 142? You would have made 184%, 189% on your money, which is 414% on your money. Now imagine this. Imagine that you're a short seller and you have the ability to scare people on the market. Let me make this larger so you can see it better. Imagine you're a short seller and you have the ability to scare people on the market and you're buying puts. You're buying puts. And you start putting out all of these articles on the Motley Fool, this and that, and next thing you know, you're getting the stock to go down. Next thing you know, if it went to 41 today, you could have made 315% on your money, however much you invested in, family. This is why you see all of this manipulation on the market, because they're short selling it. So then they make a lot of money when it comes down. That's what's going on with that. But they're doing this with AMC. They're doing this with AMC. That's one of the things that they're doing. That's one of the things that they're doing. Let's go back. AMC Entertainment. Let's see. Boom. We got another green candle, baby. We got another green candle in a building. Somebody said, Keenan the GOAT. Appreciate you, family. Just know, I want you to know how to make money on the way down and on the way up. When people say, oh, man, the stock market is down, stock market is down, guess what? If the stock market is down, that means it's a bull market on the put options. It's a bull market on the put options. Sometimes, and I always tell you, you got to let your big dogs, the big dogs in your portfolio, sit on the sideline. Let them sit on the sideline and keep you basically in the green when the stocks are down. But then you could load up on the puts. You could load up on the puts. Somebody said, how do you define a bear trap? Basically, you load up on a put or something like that, or you try to sell short, and then you think it's going to drop down, but then it goes in the opposite way and starts going up. That's what a bear trap is. So, for example, you know how it went to 37, right? And it looked like it was dropping all the way down, and then it broke under the support? What if you said, oh, it broke under the support, and next thing you know, you bought a put option on AMC, hypothetically, right? Let's go to this image right here. Let's say hypothetically, and this is a different stock, this is BNGO, but let's say you bought a put option right here, and then you expect it to go down, but it starts going up. Then you're losing money like crazy because it's going up. Right? You would be losing money like crazy. So that's what's going on. That's what's going on with that. That's a bear trap. When you think it was going to go down and you started loading up on short plays and then bow, it starts running up. That's how you getting it. That's how we getting down. The bull trap is the exact opposite. This is when it hits a support line and you think it's going to start going up, and then boom, it starts tanking on you. But look, we need some more tears in the chat, baby. We need some more tears in the chat. We got to fuel this. We got to fuel the flame. Fuel it, baby. Fuel it. Let's see it run. We trying to see this run for the hills, baby. Let's see it. Somebody said, Keenan, you are a true gem. I appreciate you for that. Just know. Somebody said, name the website. It's called Options Calculator. Options Calculator. Let me Google this for you again. Because again, I told you 100 times. If you give a man a fish, they'll eat for a day. But if you teach them how to fish, they'll eat for a lifetime. See this? Options Calculator. And it's the first link. First link. It's called Options Profit Calculator, but it's literally the first link. It's literally the first link. AMC Avengers, baby. We in a building. AMC Avengers is in a building. You already know what time it is, baby. You already know what time it is. I appreciate y'all. Greetings from the Netherlands. Again, if you just rolling into the chat, let us know where you from, baby. Let us know where you from in the comments. I see the Netherlands in the building. I see, yo, listen, let me tell you something. Somebody said the options calculator. Let's get it. Let's get it. I see Ohio is in the building. Let's get it. And we got some tears in the chat. Let's get it. Okay, let's go back to the chart and make sure that our AMC tears in the chat. Tears in the chat. Tears in the chat. Let's get it. Let's get it. Alex, appreciate you, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. Alpha Sal, I told you I'm in the New York area, big dog. North. East Coast, United States. Let's get it, baby. Compton, California is in the building. Michigan, DMV strong. New York, Frankfurt, H-Town in the building. Alabama, Washington, I see you, baby. I see you. Chi-Town, I see you. Alabama in the building. Columbia, shout out to Columbia. And shout out to Brooklyn. The AMC Avengers, I'm seeing Toronto. Toronto AMC Avengers, I'm seeing Ohio. The AMC Indonesia, I'm seeing Detroit. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Houston is in the building. Somebody say from Detroit again. I see you. We got Tucson, Arizona. If I'm saying that correctly, shout out to you, big dog. Jamaica, Queens is in the house. I got Japan in the house. Indiana in the house. Oh, yeah, we getting tears in the chat. Somebody said Keenan give $1 million worth of game. You already know. You already know. Family, Gary. Let me comment on that real quick. Again, look, you never want to pat yourself on the back. What you always want to do is impart what you've learned to other people and pay it forward. Pay it forward. And I'm not saying that, and I appreciate you. I just know that because I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but I want to say this. I love to teach people, and when I see people, like all the Discord family showing me that charge point put, they made money on it. When we bought a charge point put and it dropped, boom, made a lot of money. BNGO put, made a lot of money. When I see people making money on a stock that's coming down, like you said, Gary, that's $1 million worth of game. That's $1 million worth of game. Because most people, they just think they just at the mercy of losing money when the stock market is down. And they start to think that their only option is either to put a stop loss and sell low or just hold and forget about it, when actually you can make money on the way down. Shout out to Bay Area in the building. I see you. I see you, baby. Newark is in the building. Shout out to y'all. Let's get it. Somebody said, amen, thank you. I got you, Domo. Just know, Cleveland, Ohio was in a building. I see you. We all, listen, the family is all over the place. And I'm telling you, let me tell you something. Somebody said, put on them welding gloves, baby. Put on them welding gloves. Let's get it. Somebody said it from Nazareth. All right, let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let me tell you something, too. Let me tell you something right now. What I want you to know and what I want you to think of is this. The stock market is a transfer of wealth. The stock market is a transfer of wealth. And according to all of the data and all of the facts that we've ever seen, let's see if Ortex updated their short interest on their Twitter, on AMC. The stock market is a transfer of wealth. What do I mean by that? Money is basically when people are losing money on the stock market, guess what? Money isn't really erased, it's transferred. So when Melvin Capital, for example, when they lose 46% of their loss, right? 46% in the first half of the year, who has this money? The original people who loaded up early in the year. How I told you 100 times. How we got in this. We first started getting into this when it was 12. So when Melvin Capital lost his 46%, they are the ones that brought us all the way up here. They are a part of it that brought us up to the 30. This money is transferred, and you got to make sure that it's getting transferred to you, and you got to make sure that you're not resting in peace. And resting in peace in the battle of 3110. Come on now. You ain't trying to rest in peace over there. Look at the tears in the chat. Look at the tears. I know you see the tears in the chat. We already told you. This is quantum physics, baby. Quantum physics. You can't argue with quantum physics. You cannot argue with quantum physics. This is quantum entanglement at its best. Tears in the chat. Whatever happens to this, happens to that. It's like math. Whatever you do to one side of the equation, you do to the other side. This is quantum entanglement, baby. When you get tears in the chat, boom, we see these candles, these green candles. All right, now, let's look. Let's see if Ortex has updated us. Because it's this. This is a transfer of wealth. And it seems like Ortex didn't say anything yet on their Twitter about AMC. July 13th was the last one. But basically, they told us it's 15%. Basically, this is like what? 15% of free float. I want to say this is somewhere around 80-ish% million of the shares, which they have to buy back. Shout out to California. AMC Avengers, assemble. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. That's what I'm talking about. But again, they have to buy back all of these shares. They have to buy back the synthetic shares. They got to buy back San Bernardino. Let's go, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Scotland. I think that's a new one. Let's get it. That's what I'm talking about. Tears in the chat, baby. They got to buy back all of these shares. They got to buy back all of these shares. Every single one of them. And I showed you not too long ago that they had, what, 18 million? And we know how many synthetic shares, 18% of the short interest, which was 92 million shares that they got to buy back. Let me ask you a question. The people who we lost in the battle of 3110, the AMC Avengers, we coming back from. The people who we lost in the battle of 3110, guess what they did? And you can sell whenever you want, but from how I'm looking at this, it looks like the short interest was 18%, which was 92 million. Now, according to Ortex in their most recent Twitter update, it's 15.38%. Somewhere in the 15 range. They could have updated it on their site, but he said, Keenan, I've learned so much from you, my brother. Much love. Louisiana in the building. Shout out to you, big dog. Appreciate you for the love. Take a look at this. 15%. This is probably like 80 million, somewhere around there, right? The people who we lost in the battle of 3110, the AMC Avengers, look, we lost them. We're going to avenge them. How are we going to avenge them? By making money. That's how we're going to avenge them, by making money and showing them that they could have made it too. So now, here we go. We know that they got to buy back 15.38% of the free float. They got to buy back that many. And guess what? We want to be on board for that. Samir, much love, much respect. Appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate you. Shout out to you for joining the family. Corey, my guy, let's go. My guy Corey, always showing love. Corey, the big dog, the beast, the GOAT. Let's get it. And Johnny Bryant, appreciate you, big dog. Let's win, family. Shout out to you for the love. He said, appreciate the game, young man. You know I got you. Somebody said, was there the battle for 3110? Selling never even crossed my mind. Listen, let me tell you something. We lost a lot of people there, family. Quincy Walker, let's get it, baby. Appreciate you. Just know that. So could you give his dad a shout out? Shout out to your dad, family. Shout out to your dad. Both your names is Quincy. Shout out to Quincy and Quincy Jr. from Dallas. Let's go, Dallas. And let me tell you something. After it's all said and done, family, this is what I want to do. After it's all said and done. Nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is written in stone. But I want to rent out AMC. And let's see. We might have to call them up. All right, look, AMC Theaters, rental. Make our AMC. Why do these things always want to know your location? AMC Theaters like to use your current location. No, we're not doing this. I'm not giving these things my location, X. Can I even X? Oh, don't allow. Nope. Bye. All right. Don't let the internet track you, baby. Don't let the internet track you. All right, here we go. Take a look at this. AMC. Make our clean and safe theater yours. Now, let's see. Our technology makes it easy to book online. Select the theater in the future. So what I would like to do is have us all pull up to AMC, and guess what? We pulling up I'm trying to pull up in the Lambos with the family. I'm trying to pull up. What color? I want to know what color Lambo you got, big dog. But let's see. Somebody say you the real deal, OG. But look, if after it's all said and done, but remember, nothing is set in stone. But if we were to have just rent out an AMC theater, right? Choose a movie from our collection, right? Fan favorites, add a party pack, right? And you could book it. Book the AMC theater. Book it. It shouldn't even be that much. It shouldn't even be that much. It shouldn't even be that much. Let me see if we can get an indication of what the prices might be. But to be honest, who even really cares? Let's see. What city? Somebody said look up Vegas. AMC. All right. Town Square. All right. Or Rainbow Road Boulevard. All right, let's look at that. Let's look that up. Let's see what we're going for. Let's see what we can rent out an AMC for. 12 p.m., 1 to 20 guests. We might have to do this after the pandemic and everything. Some of them are already sold out. Family, it only costs less than $200. It costs less than $200 to rent out the theater for the family. And depending on what you're going to see, it's less. Depending on what you're going to see, it's less. Oh, you know what we would have to see? We might have to call up and say, look, we trying to see Planet of the Apes. Oh, but we might have to watch Scooby-Doo. We might have to watch Scooby-Doo. Because you already know. You already know. You already know what time it is, baby. You already know what time it is, baby. Keenan, Freddy from Scooby-Doo, Grace. If it's looking like a duck, it's quacking like a duck. Listen, you already know, baby. Now, my guy, Flagrant Elbow, shout out to you, big dog. He said, how do we close put options and collect profit? Basically, if you on Webull, you hit close. But if you on Robinhood or whatever, or Fidelity, you might just go to sell. You sell it. Somebody said this. Keenan, do you do one-on-ones? Currently, right now, I don't do one-on-ones. However, if you in the Discord with us, and you can ask anybody in the Discord, if you at me, I'm getting back to the people. It's oftentimes, it might take a little bit, right? But I'm getting back to my people. You hit me up in the Discord, you get in there. Appreciate you, family. Just know, Britt, get in the Discord, hit me up. And I'm coming for you, baby. Just know that. Just know I got your back. I just don't have it in my heart to lead you on informed. And my guy E-Nice, he said, hedge funds, they're getting desperate, family. You know it. He said, why is all this happening now? All of the news, all of this threshold list stuff. Let me tell you something. I think that's why our boy, Peter Han, if I'm saying his name right, I think that's why he got in trouble. I think that was it. E-Nice, I think that was it. I think of everything that he said, I think that was it. When he said this, short comment, and this is a CFA, Peter Han, but remember, I told you, if you've been rocking with me, he moonwalked all of this. Somebody said, Keenan, your volume, let me know if the volume is good. Family. Somebody said this, and this is Peter Han, right? He said, Keenan, or he didn't say this, E-Nice, I'm talking to you, big dog, I'm talking to you. But he said this, he said, short comment, shorts managed to get AMC off of the New York Stock Exchange threshold security list last Friday. It's not clear exactly how this was done, but it looks like exposure converted from failures to delivers to outright naked shorts, and then they packaged them into the IWM ETF. And family, you may not have even known this, but you heard about this. I promise you probably heard about this. The IWM ETF. Look at this. iShares Russell 2000 ETF. We've heard about this. And we heard about AMC potentially getting up on this, right? We heard about this. And then, guess what? Your boy, Peter Han, before they before he got spooked or whatever happened. No disrespect. I don't know this dude allegedly, but I don't know him. Allegedly, he got spooked. Who knows? Who knows? But, and he moonwalked it all the way back, but who knows? I don't know this dude. But allegedly, let's keep going. He said that it looks like they converted the fails to delivers to naked shorts and then packaged them into the IWM ETF, according to this public information posted on LinkedIn. Now, again, in my opinion, it's looking like it's quacking like. That's what I'm talking about, baby. You already know what time it is. You already know how they getting down. I want to give a shout out to Ryan. Shout out to you, Big Dog, join the family. And Mr. Cat, I see you, Big Dog, always showing love. He said, with all these AMC gains, I'll finally be able to afford a large popcorn and a large drink at the movies. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. AMC Avengers in the building. Egyptian King, that's love, baby. That's love. That's love. Appreciate you. Just know that Cali is in the building, and let's get it. I'm telling y'all, I try to get on here with the live with y'all because it's a vibe. It's a straight up vibe. Straight up vibe. Up and down, right, left. It's a vibe. Look at this. Look at this. All of the tears in the chat. Ric Flair, baby. Woo! Let's get it. Look at that. Look at that. We headed right back up. Let's see what happens when we get to the 37 resistance. Let's see what happens when we get to the 37 resistance, baby. Let's see what happens. Ric Flair in the building. Ric Flair in the building. Ric Flair in the building. Let's get it. Let's get it. Riot was on a little bit of a run too. And Nio's on a little bit of a run itself. Shout out to Nio. Shout out to Nio. Shout out to AMC. Family. AMC is up 10% today. 10% today. Pittsburgh is in the building. Pittsburgh, I see you, baby. I see you. I see you. Let's get it and let's go. AJ said, thank you, Keenan. I got you, baby. He said, Chicago suburbs in the building. Let's get it. Let's get it. He said, man, you one of the best. I appreciate you. Who is this? Trey Subway Crumbs. Shout out to Trey Subway Crumbs. Let's get it. Top of the morning, Cali. Queen Nee. If I'm saying that correctly, I appreciate you, big dog. Just know that. Ric Flair in the building. Somebody said that was my question as well. What's the question? Let me know. Let me know. Sometimes they're going so fast. Let's get it. Let's get it. But again, notice this. Look at this. This is what tears in the chat does. This is what tears in the chat does. We know two things to be true. If nothing else, we know that, I keep it real, I keep it raw. You already know, baby. You already know. I see the tears in the chat. Look, they rolling in. They rolling in. Somebody said they so excited. Listen, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. Every time we come on here together, it's a vibe. We having fun. We making money together. And when the stocks come down, we making money together. When the stocks is going up, Rhode Island in the building. Tears in the chat. We know two things about tears in the chat. First, that hedge frontiers power rocket fuel, and they sending us to the promised land. And then on top of all of that, we know this. We know this. Somebody said this. Grace, my second name too. Let's go. Richard Grace, let's go, family. Let's get it. Let's get it. So now let's check this out. Let's check this out. Somebody said, listen, with these put options, just know, I see you. I see you. We get in and we get out. We get in, we get out. Straight to the promised land, baby. I see you there. But the two things that are true is basically rocket fuel is powered by hedge frontiers. And then there's a quantum entanglement. This is quantum physics. This is not pseudoscience. That there are tears in the chat. And it's heavily correlated, quantum physical entanglement, baby, quantum entanglement with the stock price going up. This is science. You might have to even go to Harvard to see this. Flagrant elbow in the building, baby. Ric Flair, baby. Woo! Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Oh, somebody made a good point. Somebody made a good point. Let me see if I can find it again. Somebody made a good point. Somebody said this. Check out that inflow versus the outflow. Again, let me tell you. That's the funny thing. The funny thing about AMC is when you look at the inflow, as in AKA how many stocks is being purchased versus how many stocks is being sold, the inflow is consistently higher than the outflow. But the stock price keep coming down. It keeps coming down. That's suspect. That's suspect. That's looking a little funny in the light. That's looking a little funny in the light. Somebody said, can we close over that 37 resistance? Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great if we did that? Somebody said, Keenan, you looking fresh? Appreciate you, big dog. Just know it. Just know it. Somebody said, Keenan, do you have any thoughts on buying ChargePoint? Let's look. So ChargePoint is a banger. So look, now that it came to 21 or 23, you could imagine, and again, shout out to the family. We picked up a put option. A lot of the people in the family, when I posted to my watch list on the Discord, a lot of people loaded up all the way up here on the put option. Got in, got out. Shout out to the people that made money on that. Get in, you get out. Somebody said, fam, killing it. Look, listen, baby. Listen. We killing it. We killing it. None of this. Somebody said the cheat code. Let's get it, baby. Look, none of this would be possible if I didn't have y'all. I just want y'all to know that. The vibe, the energy. Let me tell y'all something. Where do I get my energy from? Not coffee, not nothing like that. It's you. It's you. You give me this energy. You give me the strength. You give me the power. You give me the power. All of my power, my infinity stones. Let me tell you, my gauntlet, my infinity gauntlet. We the Avengers, family. We the Avengers. Let me show you something. This is how I feel when I make videos. This is how I feel when I make videos with y'all. This is how I feel when I make videos with y'all. Right here. I feel like Iron Man with all of the infinity stones. Ultimate power. Ultimate power, baby. Ultimate power. Iron Man with all of the infinity stones. All of the infinity stones. Nobody could touch us. We the AMC Avengers, family. We the AMC Avengers. When they see us looking like this, fear. Fear. You can see it in their eyes. Fear. Pure fear. Terror. Terror. You can see the terror in Melvin Capital. You can see the terror in their eyes. They start to think that they're getting attacked. Melvin struggles to shake a Reddit attack. A Reddit attack with 46% loss so far? They got to shake a Reddit attack? How are they getting attacked? When we know that Melvin's first year trading, 70% of their funds and profits came from bearish wagers, aka short selling. And my guy, much love, Egyptian King, just know, big dog, I appreciate you. He said he owns 2,000 shares of AMC at 55. And he said, shall I buy more to average down or sell secured options for AMC? So now, let me tell you something. What you got to do, and my guy again, let me see something real quick. Stray, appreciate you. He said, powerful to the people. He said, man, right, spirit bomb. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Now, big dog, Egyptian King, this is what I would do. If I had 2,000 shares and I was just straight up just diamond handing it, then I would let it rock. Now, we could see this coming up. This is what I would do personally. You could personally sell secured options, if so, if you're trying to make some money. But again, I would just hold on in diamond hand. I showed y'all the other day. Somebody really tried to come at your boy. If you remember yesterday, I might not be able to find a screenshot. But if you remember yesterday, man, somebody tried to come for me, right? What did they say? They said, Keenan. And if you was on my live stream yesterday, you remember this. They said, Keenan, I think you were fraud because you told me that you had $17,000 worth of AMC. I'm seeing if I can find it. Here we go. This shocked me, family. This shocked me. Because I felt like the answer was just so obvious. As to why I no longer have 17,000. And if you remember this, I'm telling you, I was shocked by this. My guy said this, and I blocked him out of respect. Because even when people try to hurt you, you got to take the high road. Look at this. Because we never want to shame anybody. We don't want to shame anybody. That's not how you win. You win by being successful. You don't win by shaming people, even if they trying to low blow you. He said this. He said, I'm bothered by what I saw earlier in dude's video. Does anyone remember when he claimed that he had 17,000 worth of AMC, but today he has 12,000 worth? This means he sold some. How are you telling others to hold? First of all, I'm not telling others to hold. I'm telling others to make sure you don't overextend. I'm holding for you. That's what I'm telling you. You hold if you want, you sell if you want, you buy if you want. Now, but he said this. How are you telling other people to hold when you aren't doing the same? To me, that shows deceit. Why can't you practice what you preach? Now, the last time I checked, baby, your boy had 300 shares. The last time I checked, I had 300 shares of AMC. And guess what? I still have 300 shares of AMC, but you know what? I don't have $17,000 in AMC anymore. And you know what? I used to have $20,000 in AMC. I used to have $22,000 in AMC, but you know what happened, family? The price dropped. And it's as simple as that. I don't know why people think that your equity in a company is gonna stay the same when the price is dropping. That don't make no sense. That makes no sense. But I know this, my shares staying the same. Now somebody said this, the 12 dislikes is from Melvin Capital and Citadel board members who, that's right, Ed, that's a fact. That's a fact. You already know what time it is. Somebody said, hi, Keenan, new to the Discord. Can you talk about CCIV redemption letter sent to shareholders to redeem shares for $10? Now, again, Troy, shout out to you for being in the Discord family. That's something that we got to do even more extensive research on, baby. We got to do even more research on that because that's huge. That's huge. I know you've been thinking about the dilution and it's something like this because word is going around. We got to find confirmation, but word is going around that they're on track to be able to deliver cars this year and to be able to produce and deliver them, basically. So we're going to do more research on that. Just know that. But again, somebody say, yo, this dude must be new. That's right. Again, but that's why I said we gotta love on these people. Somebody said this. He said, dude is bad at math. The value went down. That's right. But look, we got love on these people so then we can make sure that in the future, when we have a battle, who knows when the next battle is going to be. But when we have a battle, like the battle of 3110, like we had the battle of 3110, may everybody who we lost there rest in pieces. When you have a battle like that, guess what? We got to teach people. We got to use the opportunity to make them learn, to make them know, to make them understand. I get on this thing, I tell you every day, don't invest in companies you don't believe in and don't understand. Because if they dip, you already know what time it is. You got to understand it. You got to understand that this stock is being heavily manipulated and there are billionaires here that are basically, what are they doing? Trying to force this thing down because I just showed you 10 times in this live that you can make money on the way down. You can make money on the way down. So notice, family, we got all the way up to, let's see. We got all the way up here to just about 37. Let's look at this candle. This candle said that we got up to a high of 37.05. This candle right here. The top of this wick is at 37.05. The base of this wick is at 36.06. So basically, it went all the way up to 37 and got rejected again at 37. Right here. It got rejected again at 37. That's what I'm talking about. And for those of you who just got in, the battle of 3110. We lost a lot of people there. And I just posted on Twitter. Shout out to the people that we lost on 3110. Or, rest in peace. May they rest in peace. But hopefully, somebody said they bought the dip at 3190. Let's go. Listen, we in a building, baby. RIP to the people that we lost in the battle. It is what it is. But we the AMC Avengers, baby. We the AMC Avengers. Somebody said, Keenan, why a top lawyer hire for the ape? I'm trying to understand what you mean by that, big dog. Did you say why a top lawyer hire for the ape at? I'm trying to understand this, big dog. Try to say it again. I'll try to catch it. Try to say it again. Just you can comment it. I'm gonna look for you. I'm trying to understand that. Somebody said you gotta say it in your voice. I can't handle the heat in these hot stocks and stay out of the kitchen and consider investing in the index funds. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Again, the battle. The battle of what? Let's take a look. This was the battle of 3110. And we lost a lot of people there. Rest in peace to those that we lost in the battle of 3110. AMC Avengers, strong. Right, 10 seconds of silence. We did a moment of silence for him, family. And again, I told you 100 times. Somebody just said, Matt gave you a shout out. Let me tell you something. Matt, my boy. Shout out to Matt. Much love, Matt. Shout out to Matt. I know we didn't lose Matt in the battle of 3110. Matt is a big dog. Matt, we diamond hand in this one, big dog. Just know it's always love, baby. Shout out to Matt. Shout out to Trey. Shout out to my guy, Uncle Larry. Shout out to my guy, Stock Mo. Shout out to the family, baby. Shout out to the family. If I didn't say Trey, shout out to Trey. Let's get it. If I forgot anybody, no disrespect. Shout out to them. Shout out to the family. Appreciate y'all. Just know it's love. It's always love. Somebody said, Keenan, can you check out Ride? Let's hold on, baby, hold on. Somebody said we broke 37. I'm scared to look. We broke through the 37. I'm scared to look. I'm scared to look. Oh my gosh, 37.08. I'm scared to look. Oh, I'm gonna look. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Yo, family, we broke it. We broke it. We needed confirmation. But we broke it. We got 37.29. 37.29. We broke it. That's 2 touches today. We got 37.38, and then 37.39. Family, let's get it. Let's get it. Somebody said the volume is above average. Let's go to the day chart. Every single one of these candles now is the day. So currently, already. So just yesterday, we had 135 million on the whole day of the volume, right? But today, it's not even 12 o'clock, and we got 104 million on the volume currently right now. 105 million, just about 104.5 volume today. We almost got yesterday's volume already. Let's go. Again, let me tell you something, family. The people that we lost at the battle of 3110, they jumping right back in. They sold out here, and then they bought back here. Right? And then, look, watch this. This is what happens to the people who don't invest in companies you don't understand and don't believe in. Because watch this. The battle of 3110, this is what happens. They sell low. And then they buy back in up here at 37 because they want to catch it before it go to 50. And then it don't. And then it goes down to 34. We lose them again. Listen, they got 9 lives. These people with the weak hands, they got 9 lives. They just keep dying. And then they buy up here again. They buy low, and then they sell high, and then they sell low. No, I'm sorry, they sell low, they buy high, they sell low again, and then they buy high again. It's like free money for these short sellers. Shout out to the family. I want to say your name is Layla. If I'm saying it wrong, just know it's love. It's love. Somebody said they have 100 shares of AMC, and you holding it all the way to 0 for your 3 youngins. Again, like I always say, we doing this for the generational wealth, baby. We doing this for generational wealth. We trying to get basically so our families basically could have all kind of money. Oh, family, I don't want to forget this. And this is no disrespect. I never want to have y'all thinking that I'm trying to disrespect anybody. But I don't want to forget this. But I saw Grant Cardone. He's a YouTuber too. He got 1.6 million followers. He made a video the other day, and I was just surprised to hear what he was saying in it. But again, Layla, if I'm saying your name right, love. Doing this for the fam. We doing this for the generations. The generation. That's what it's all about. Now, somebody said this. Do you think? And this is Lewis. Shout out to Lewis. Do you think they will cover their legitimate shorts and leave the synthetic shorts hidden and trick most people into thinking they covered? So let me tell you something like this. If you own synthetic shares, but you don't sell them, they have to cover it. If you sell the synthetic shares back to them, they can make it poof, disappear like Houdini, like it never happened. But if you hold on, then they owe you that money, what the shares is worth. So this is why holding is how we win. Take a look at this. So I was watching something about, it was Grant Cardone. I want to say he did a live stream. I don't know when it was. I want to say this was like last week or something like that. But he did a live stream, and this is no disrespect. No disrespect. And he said this. He was talking about how when you have $1 million, that basically you're still broke. Because what's going to happen is this. He said, let me see if I get my calculator out. He said, if you got $1 million, you basically are broke, right? And he said the reason is because how long could you live? How many years could you live off of this, right? So if you divide this by, let's say you spend, how did he break it up? I'm trying to remember how he broke it up, right? But let's say that you want to live off of this for 10 years. 10 years, right? 100,000. Okay, pretty good. Let's say you wanted to divide this by 12. This means, in this case, you could live you could have, before taxes, $8,000 a month. $8,000 a month, right? For 10 years. Boom, that's pretty good. But this is if you are spending every single dollar, right? This is if you're spending every single dollar. Somebody said he said 7. He said 7. He might have said that. He may have said that, right? So then let's say that he said you said 7. But watch this. Somebody said this is $270 a day for 10 years. Watch why this is interesting. Why would you spend $1 million if you had $1 million in cash? Why would you just spend it? You're an investor. You're an investor. What you got to do is invest, and you want to make a safe investment, right? So let's say that you were to invest into a dividend stock, like a normal one, like not even nothing crazy. Like let's go to something that's just long lasting. Like let's see, I don't know who has a decent dividend that's like, let's look up VTI, like a really safe ETF that might have a solid dividend, maybe. Let's see. Do they have a dividend? What is the percent? So it looks like it's not a lot. It looks like their dividend is not a lot. VTI, dividend date, dividend. What is their percent? So it's, where is it? Free flow, amortization, whatever. You can find any dividend stock, basically. You can look up something really, really safe and get a 3% dividend on that. Easy. We all know that. Let's look that up. What is a normal dividend? Let's just find a quick Google search. Normal dividend percent. Let's see. Normal dividend percentage. Whatever. We can't find it easily. I'll have to do some research on that. But imagine that you would get 3% on basically any stock. You know what? You know what's a good dividend stock? Old Realty. Old Realty dividend. Old Realty dividend. This is a solid dividend stock. Now, I'm not saying you should put $1 million into this, but they've been giving dividends for years, and years, and they've been a solid dividend stock. What is their rate? Maybe it'll take a little bit of time. You know what? Let's just look it up nice and quick and easy on super simple Robinhood. Robinhood just shows it to you right to your face, and I'm going to show you that. Let's look up Old Realty, right on Robinhood. Old Realty income, and their dividend is 4%. I'm going to share this with you right now, like I always do. Show you the screenshot. I'm going to show you the screenshot. And sometimes the dividends drop. Somebody said Apple, all of these things. Somebody said AT&T. I know that they dropped it recently. All right, take a look at this. Simple Robinhood chart. Right here. And you can't see the dividend. Let me come over here and minimize this so you can see it better. Take a look at this. What is it? This is O, ticker symbol O. What is the dividend? It's 4%. It's 4%. So let's go and see. This is what you would get per year, right? Before taxes. So let's think about this. We just said you could spend basically $8,000 a month before taxes, let's call it for 10 years. Or you could put this into a dividend stock and then just receive money for the rest of your life. You could just receive the money for the rest of your life. Why isn't this calculator working? Oh yeah, here we go. $40,000 forever by not touching the principal, right? By not touching the principal. You just basically invest it into a dividend fund, and then you get $40,000 a year forever. So then you could work part-time or do something like that. And then what if you had $2 million, family? If you had $2 million and you just had it in something that was giving you a 4% dividend, boom, $80,000 a year, literally forever, because you wouldn't touch the principal. What if you had $3 million? And this is how you build generational wealth, family. I want you to understand this. If you had generational wealth, let's say that your great-grandmother was to your great grandmother, your great grandfather, they was to start saving. And they were to get all the way up their entire lives. They were to get the principal on some account up to $1 million, and it was getting a 4% dividend. Then at that point, your family will be bringing in $40,000 a year, just in general. Don't touch the cap, don't touch the principal. And then your grandmother and your grandfather, they bring it up another million. Now y'all got 80. And this doesn't even account for when the principal grows, family. This doesn't even account for when the principal grows. And then your family just keeps doing this and keeps doing this and keeps doing this. And now you just are splitting up. You're just splitting up a little bit of money, basically per everybody. And y'all got $120,000 coming in every single year that y'all been building up over generations. That's what I'm talking about. Jess, appreciate you. And shout out to Matt again. Shout out to Matt. Much love, Matt Kohrs. Appreciate you, big dog. And now, again, building it up over generations. This is how you get down. This is how you get busy. And you know what? Some billionaires were doing this. And I think it was Roosevelt, the president. They would call him like a trust buster. Yep. Theodore Roosevelt. They would call him a trust buster. Why were they doing that? Because these billionaires, they were basically doing what I just told you on a crazier scale. They had tens and hundreds of billions of dollars. And guess what? They would make it so the family, they couldn't touch the principal. But guess what? You know what? Watch this. If you have $100 billion, and let's say that you're only making 1% in interest on that, just 1% a year on $100 billion. Let's ask Siri a question. What is 1% of 100 billion?
That would be 1 billion.
1 billion. 1 billion. That's why they needed the trust busters. These trust funds had $100 billion, and let's say they made 1%, so then their family could just get $1 billion a year for doing no work perpetually, family. Perpetually. It's crazy. I'm telling you, people have generational wealth. They've done it. It's not a new thing, and that's what we are trying to basically get for our families. That's what I'm talking about. Right. And then somebody said, Keenan, if you don't touch the principal, it'll compound. That's exactly right. Because it won't even stay the same. Let's get it. And P from around the way, appreciate you, big dog. Much love, much respect. He said, I watched your first live video when you were just testing it. Now you become good. You know, big dog, let me tell you something. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Let me say it again and say it with me again. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. That's how I go. Whenever you start anything, you know what's funny? Anything that you practice, you'll become good at. Anything you practice, family, you'll become good at. And what do I mean by that? I mean this. What do I mean by that? I mean this. Anything that you practice, you'll become good at. Melvin Capital, 0.72, Citadel. Melvin Capital's first year of trading, 70% of their profits came from bearish wagers, aka betting that the stock was going to go down. Anything that you practice, you'll become good at. Even lying, even manipulation, even not keeping it real. Even not keeping it raw, anything that you practice, you will become good at. If you start to move like a snake, and you move like a snake tomorrow, and you move like a snake the next day, next thing you know, you're going to be slithering your behind right into the Garden of Eden. You're just going to be the dopest snake slitherer of all time. That's what's going to happen. You're just going to be just sneaky, just a snake. I'm telling you, family, that's exactly how it is. Anything you practice, you're going to become good at. So make sure that you're practicing good habits. That's what I'm talking about. Don't overextend yourself. Keep it going. That's what I'm talking about. Strength. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. You already know. My guy Manuel, appreciate you, big dog. He said NYMT. Check it out. So I don't know this one, but let's look it up. I got you, big dog. Much love. Appreciate you. NYMT. All right, so they're moving on a day. They're at 1.5%. Let's see how they've been doing this in general. So they've been flat since about March, but they've come down, big dog. They've come down to a support. But they haven't moved much in a few months. They've been really stuck in this channel. But this is a lot of consolidation. This could be a sign. But if you want to load up right now, is a decent, not perfect, but decent first strike. What do I mean by that? Break your buys up into multiple buys, like 3, for example, and potentially you could load up on these levels. It's at support. Stephanie said, she said, if you practice having a hot kitchen, well, you already know what time it is, baby. Somebody said, do I still hold Doge? Listen, I told you this before. I'm holding on to Doge. I'm holding on to Doge. Somebody said, Keenan, keep it real, keep it raw. That's right. I'm holding on to Doge until 2030, baby. I got to ask you a question. And this is the question. Can you see this sign? Why am I asking you this question? Because your doctor told you that 2020 vision was good. Somebody see where I'm going with this, baby? Somebody told you that 2020 vision was good. But figuratively speaking, you got to have 2030 vision, baby. 2020 is in the past. You got to have 2030 vision, baby. You got to be able to see this about 10 years out from now. Am I holding Doge? You already know I'm holding Doge, baby. You already know I'm holding Doge. Let me show you why. Dogecoin. Let's go back to the day chart. Let's go back. Let's look at the hour chart. So this is all of the time that it was on Robinhood. I might not be able to see, or Webull. They might not have too much far back dates. They don't. Let's go to a different thing. Let's go to Trading View. And let's look up Doge. D-O-G. Dogecoin. Let's look up Dogecoin. And let's go back in time on the charts. Take a look at this. All the way back here, even in early 2020. Let's see if I can X this out. All right, good. Even in early 2020, people was holding on this. Let's call it June. It jumped a little bit over here. It jumped a little bit in June or July 2020. People was holding it from July all the way to December. Boom, it jumped up. January 1st, it jumped up around here. And then it started to decline. February, started to decline. And then boom, end of January, shot up all the way up here. Imagine where something like this can go with the support of Elon Musk and the Dallas Mavericks and the NBA and all these other things. Imagine where this can go years and years from now. Never overextend yourself, baby, but you load up, you set it, you forget it. I've been telling y'all this, how your boy got up on BLockFi, right? Your boy got up on BLockFi, and I'm letting my Bitcoin sit. It's just sitting on BLockFi, and it's just earning me interest, whether Bitcoin is going up or going down. I didn't plan on selling it anyway, but every time I look at that account, every month, guess what? I got even more Bitcoin than I had before because I'm earning interest on it. Ethereum too, banger. Cardano, also a banger. Now I want to show you something too. This, because I see you got funny guy in the comments. Watch this. So now, because you ain't listening. You don't got your listening ears on, but let me show you. I tell you this. Your doctor told you 2020 vision was good, but 2020 is in the past, big dog. Now put your listening ears on. Figuratively speaking, let me check what that means. Figurative language, what are we talking about here? Figurative language is phrasing that goes beyond the literal meaning. Let me make sure you pay attention for those of you in the back. Figuratively speaking, 2030 vision, baby. 2030 vision. That means that we trying to see this out 10 years from now. Make sure you got your listening hat on, baby. Somebody said this, Mike. He said, Doge supply is infinite. All right, Mike, I got something for you. Shout out to Mike. And Mike, this is no disrespect, big dog. I love you, just know. But I want to show you something. Doge, its supply is infinite, right? How much money was printed in 2020? The Fed and the U.S. government committed to print between $10.5 trillion in 2020 through various trading. Basically, this is about 20%, family. Oh, look at this. 9 trillion. And they just said it was 10 trillion now. After it's all said and done, 22% of the circulating dollars was printed in 2020. What if I told you I would give you $100 right now? Who said this? Will? I think it was Will or Mike. It was Mike. If I told you I'd give you $100 right now. But you know that dollars have an infinite supply. I bet you would still take it. You know why? Because people see value in it. People see value in it. That's why. That's why. And you know what? Why do they even pump dollars like this? Because it encourages spending. It encourages spending. Now, why do I look up definitions live? So we all on the same page. So now, take a look at this. It encourages spending. So let's look at Doge. Doge mining rate, I want to say. That might be what it's called. Let's look at this up. Oh, no, we had it. All right. So let's see. What is this? How many Dogecoin in a year? How many Dogecoin mined per minute or per day? Yeah, per day. All right, take a look at this. We got, let's see. To my knowledge, I don't see it quick. Oh, here we go. The current mining rate is 10,000 new Dogecoin. This is from CoinDesk. The current mining rate is 10,000 Dogecoins are released every minute. 10,000 a minute. So if I'm not mistaken, this is somewhere around 5 billion coin a year. 5 billion coins in a year, if I'm not mistaken. Do you remember what I just showed you? That there was $9 trillion printed in a year. Come on now, you gotta come with the facts. You know, whenever I speak on something, I come with the receipts. Got them right on the side of my channel, baby. Right on the side. Jared, appreciate you, big dog. He said, I have 2 put options and they land. He said, and they land in the money. And can I get 200 shares from it instead of taking profit from it? So when you buy puts, right? When you got puts, you're selling, you're not buying. Puts give you the right to sell. So if you bought a put, if that's what you're talking about, then you got the right to sell, baby. That's the right to sell. Let's get it. You already know. But again, before we do anything else, we gotta make sure for sure and be absolutely certain. Let me get out of this, get out of all these tabs. You know, we got 100 million tabs. Shout out to the AMC Avengers. Oh, and family, if you're just rolling in, we were talking about after it's all said and done. Basically, what we're trying to do is this. Roll up to AMC Theater. It costs like $170, $169 to basically rent out a theater, and boom, the family, that would be super dope. That would be super dope to get up with everybody on something like that. That would be crazy dope. But again, here we go. Let's go back and check out the AMC chart. We up 8%. Let's see where we at. All right, let's go to the 5 minute. So we still getting rejected at the 37, but we find a support now at the 34. We find a support at 34, and we're getting rejected at 37. So currently, right now, what we're doing is we are consolidating. Somebody said, good looking on the video is dope. I got you, big dog. I got you. Somebody said, yo, you stay with the facts. That's right. Somebody said they sick of seeing the bloody streets. I told you this. When you see blood out here in the water, you got to be a shark, baby. You got to let that back fin break through the top of the water. And then you know what? It's time to strike. When you choose to be a sheep, no, don't choose to be a sheep. Choose to be a shark, baby. Choose to be a shark. Somebody said Easy Go is banging. Let's take a look at him. EZGO. So we got a little bit of a gap up, bow, from, what is that, like 10% though? It's up 2%. It's up 2%. Shout out to them. I don't know this company, but shout out to them. That don't mean it ain't a banger. AMC is currently up 10% today. 10% today. Somebody said, I just noticed it's a live stream. That's funny. John, appreciate you, big dog. Just know, John Rodriguez, the big dog, the GOAT. Let's get it, big dog. Love. That's love. Somebody said buy XRP. XRP is another potential banger. And again, if I'm not mistaken, let me know in the comments who said it's Argentina Rodriguez. I think XRP. I'm not certain on this one because I haven't been doing research on this one. But if I'm not certain. But I think XRP has an unlimited amount as well. Now, one thing about things that have an unlimited amount of themselves, kind of like Dogecoin, is it encourages spending. People don't want to spend Bitcoin. Why don't they spend Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin gains money. It gains value over time. If you buy a Tesla for 1 Bitcoin, right? Next thing you know, in 5 years, 10 years, that Bitcoin is going to be worth 5 times, 10 times what it's worth. But the Tesla is going to either be close to the same value or lower in value. So then you don't go buy stuff with Bitcoin because you know the Bitcoin going to go up. What if I gave you a $100 bill today, right? And you know that your $100 bill, when you wake up tomorrow, it's going to be a $101 bill. It's going to be a $102 bill. It's going to be, and it's actually legal tender, right? And you just see your dollar, your thing just going up. It turned into a $200 bill, but a real one that the government accepts. Imagine something like that. You would keep it. You would keep it and you would hold it. You wouldn't go and spend it. You wouldn't go and spend it. Now, the reason I use that analogy is because that's what happens with Bitcoin. Over time, it's going up and going up and going up. And then you say, I don't necessarily want to spend this just yet. I don't want to spend this just yet, right? So then, with things that can lose value, you are more willing to spend them. So then their value comes from their tradability. That's why dollars have value, because people accept them and their tradability. And again, I want to shout out to my guy, John Rodriguez, for the love. Appreciate you, big dog. T-Bone is in the building. Shout out to T-Bone, big dog. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. But again, let's just keep our eye on the prize. Some people let go of the goose with the golden egg. We can't, nothing is written in stone. Nothing is written in stone. But again, you didn't lose me in the battle of 3110, family. You didn't lose your boy. Didn't lose your boy. And let's check out CCIV. CCIV is dropping like a rock. Dropping like a rock. Clay, shout out to you, big dog. Shout out to you, big dog. Rick Fred, a building, T-Bone. Woo! Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Somebody said, although I'm not in AMC, I wish you all the best. Shout out to you. See, Hector, look, my guy Hector, he's real. Let me tell you why Hector is real. Hector is real because he just literally said he's not in the play, but he's wishing the best for others. That's real. You don't have to be a hater. You don't have to be a hater. Just because you're not in the play or you missed the boat or whatever could have happened, guess what? You don't have to be a hater. All you got to do is wish the best for others and say it is what it is. It is what it is. Now notice this, family. We didn't run a put on CCIV, but we probably could have. Well, we definitely could have. And I've been telling the Discord family, how we've been making money on the stocks coming down. You already know what time it is. We're making money on the stocks coming down by buying puts. Make sure you're buying good puts at resistance levels. Make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you know what you're doing. And again, you're not going to win every single time. You're not going to win every single time with an option. You're not going to win every single time. Let's even bring that back to reality, right? Let's bring that back to reality. If I'm not mistaken, the NBA Finals is still going on right now. NBA Finals. Let's see. NBA Finals, if I'm not mistaken, is still going on right now. Yep, look. It's the Bucks and the Suns, right? It's the Bucks and the Suns. And let's see. What's the current standing? NBA Finals standing. Where we at with it? NBA Finals. I think it's Bucks. I think it's the Suns is up 2-1. 2-1. However, that means that both teams lost, right? If I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Forbes posted about this. Shout out to Forbes. And what do they say? The Bucks now have a chance to win. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Who knows? If you know in the comments, let me know. What's the current standing for the Suns and the Bucks right now, if you know in the comments? Somebody said Suns in 6. Yeah, it's 2-2? They said it's 2-2. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take your word on that. So they said it's 2-2, right? You got the Bucks versus the Suns. The Bucks versus the Suns. Now listen, you can't win every single game, but you can still win a championship. Somebody said it's tied 2-2. The Suns got 2 wins and they got 2 losses. The Bucks got 2 wins and they got 2 losses. But guess what? One of them is going to win more than they lose, and then they're going to win a championship. One of them is going to win more than they lose, and then they're going to win a championship. That's what's going to end up happening. So with options, I want you to think of it just like that. Sometimes with your options plays, you might end up 2-0, and then you might go 2-2. But then you're trying to win a championship, baby, and go up and win and get the 4 wins, baby. That's what you're trying to do. So remember that. Just because you might lose one or something like that, next thing you know, and I got to get to this one too. I want to forget my big dog hit me up. Next thing you know, don't give up on the game because of pullback. So somebody said this. Dirty, shout out to you, big dog. He said he back in the comments. Thanks, KG, for sharing your thoughts on generational wealth. You already know what time it is, baby. He said you have to plan on your profits or crap. That's right. You got to make a plan. You got to be prepared, not surprised. Shout out to Milwaukee in the building. I see you. I see you, baby. He said the ref's been tripping. Oh, man. Oh, man. Believe it or not, your boy, I don't have cable. But I'm not like better than you because I don't got cable. I don't have cable. I spend most of my time just researching, right? Researching and stuff like that, getting stuff for the videos, just doing all of this. So I don't really watch TV, so it was no point. It was no point in having it. However, I do watch all of the streaming and all of like that. Speaking of that, Netflix. Let's check on Netflix and see what they're doing today. Let's check on Netflix. Netflix is down on the day. They're down 1%. They're down 1%. Why is Netflix important? One of my guys in the family, he told me this just recently. He said that Netflix is trying to do something with games. Netflix and gaming or something. Netflix, look, this is Bloomberg. Netflix, ticker symbol NFLX, to offer video games on its streaming platform. And CNN, why Netflix is getting video games. They're trying to expand. Let's see what happens with it, baby. But again, let's check out AMC one more time. AMC is currently, let's see, up 8% on the day. And then remember, our support line is 34, and we got our resistance line at 37, baby. We lost a lot of people in a battle for 31.10, but you know what? I want you to follow your boy. On what? Take a look at the bottom of the screen, family. Take a look at the bottom of the screen. Get up on that Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. Right here, Keenan Grace 1. And I want you to follow your boy on Twitter, Keenan Grace. And guess what? Discord family, I'll see you in a little bit. If you add me, you're trying to get into the Discord, I got you. But one thing I want you to know is this. This is not financial advice. I just hope you brought your oven mitts, baby, because it's about to get hot in the kitchen. Now, don't invest in companies you don't believe in and don't understand, because if they dip, you not going to buy the dip. And then you're going to end up on Keenan's radio. When the microphone or the camera goes out, you're going to end up on Keenan Radio. Hold up, let me take the camera out. You're going to end up on Keenan Radio. When the camera goes out, here we go. Oh, we got Keenan Radio. Could you still hear me? We got Keenan Radio in the building. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. This is not financial advice, but I hope you brought your oven mitts, baby, because it's about to get hot in the kitchen. I hope you can hear me, but let's finish it out. Nah, I love y'all. In all seriousness, I love y'all, and I'll see you in the next one, family. Again.